What up, party people, and welcome to this Slugblaster adventure that we're about to embark on together. I am here with a group of tubular teens, and we're going to jump on into a neon world of skateboards and pop shove-its. But before we do that, I, as your forever producer and temporary game master, am going to real quick say hi, give you some info, and introduce our lovely players. I'm Sophia. You know me because I produce this podcast and also play on it. And this podcast that you're listening to, Rolling with Difficulty, has a lot of cool ways that you can interact with it in what is our current off-season. You can head over to the Discord for fun conversations, or support us on Patreon for bonus stuff, like the Planescape tarot cards that I've been drawing, so go check those out. But you know all that information already. You're eagerly awaiting Season 2 of Hunting Party coming this January. We've got more important things to talk about, and that is who are these tubular teens? Returning faces that you may recognize, Red, Wally, and Noir, also from Rolling with Difficulty, but we've got two lovely guests. Guests, say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's us.
We are the guests now.
We're the guests here. Here's our voices.
How do you do, we're joined by the ever wonderful Jenna and Matt, who you know from various places on the internet. But why don't you guys introduce yourselves for our listeners before we dive into the session proper?
I'm Jenna Steober. You know me from Burnt Cookbook Party, maybe, or from the internet. I do video essays, I live stream. I'm just online. And that's the best place to know me from. Please don't know me in real life.
I, too, wish not to be perceived in reality. My name is Matthew Krol, pronouns he, him. I am the showrunner and narrator of Extra History and Extra Credits. And I am pumped to transport myself back to the days that I actually, lived and breathed in an arcade. I was a mall rat, and I was an arcade kid, and that is where I lived and breathed, so I'm very excited.
The sacred text.
Yeah, the sacred text.
Amazing. Well, all of that sounds rad as hell, which is the appropriate vibe to be bringing to this Slugblaster one-shot, where we play in the game Slugblaster over the course of the next few hours, and getting into that teenage vibe. I've been breaking out a lot this week, which I think is very appropriate for the session we've been having. So I'm in character, and I hope you guys are as well, as we zoom on in to the only place in the world that matters, the Glitch Pitch Arcade at your local mall in small town somewhere. The beautifully squiggly carpet is a little base holding up the mountain of cabinets of all sorts of neon colors and setups, joysticks and steering wheels, and that one snowboard game that I really liked as a kid, one old skee ball that's still only 10 cents somehow. That's crazy. All of the cabinets you know and love, and as we swoosh our way through these hallowed halls, the most important haunt in every young teen's life, we run into our first teen smashing away, trying to get that high score in as fast a time as he can. Noir, who do we see?
Yeah, so, oh geez, did you say that we can use real life? We can take from real life, or we have to make stuff up? Totally not Galaga, Nebulon.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct Galaga.
Yeah.
A classic kind of top-down shoot enemy Space Invader style, but you can see a kind of lanky boy with big nerdy glasses, the short sleeve button-down shirt with a pocket protector and a tie, just trying to not necessarily get the highest score in Nebulon, but he's trying an exploit where he can basically skip the level by avoiding two specific enemies, which will cause all of the enemies to stop shooting at it, allowing him to finish the level very, very quickly and efficiently. Yeah.
Incredible. Will you button mash? If you could, let's do an inaugural roll here. Can you roll me just 1d6? Let's see how successful you are at this hack and slash.
Sure.
First roll of the game.
Woo! 4.
4.
Hey.
Okay, you're
Okay.
doing pretty good. There was a little bit of like stickiness in one of the buttons. Probably someone spilled like a Coke or something at some point, so it threw you off your game a little bit. But you're managing to persevere. The movements are all correct, and your points are getting up there pretty speedy. So everything's coming up hot rod, it seems.
I will say that when I do inevitably lose, because as is the nature with arcade games, there isn't necessarily an end state. He will put in the initials HRG for Hot Rod Gallop.
Not H.R. Giger.
No. But yeah, he. Oh my god.
Go on.
He'll
Indulge.
He'll find like two he'll find like a passerby basically, and just kind of like lean against the arcade cabinet and like point it and like, yeah, that was me right there. Hot Rod.
Well, the passerby you grab is actually listed just a few rungs above you on that leaderboard as we see the initials DLC, and Wally, as this nerd, I think would be the most appropriate word, elbows you. How does your character react, and who are you?
DLC sort of turns around and stares down Hot Rod, piercing hazel eyes underneath his very finely combed high top. He's wearing this black sort of sports jacket with red and blue cassette tapes on it, small shirt, t-shirt underneath with a white rose that says Troubled Youth underneath it, red corduroy pants, and a pair of Adidas shoes on his feet. He looks up over at Hot Rod and says, watch where you're walking, man.
I'm not walking anywhere. I'm just staying at this cabinet, man.
DLC would sort of look over at his score and says, huh, not bad. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm known around these parts as Hot Rod. What about you?
He sort of taps on the glass on his name on the high score list. He says, DLC.
Your DLC? Oh, I've seen. Okay, all right. I know when I'm in the presence of a king here, and you see that Hot Rod does like a mock like bow or whatever.
All right, we ain't got to do all that, man. It's all good.
It's legitimately impressive. You know, like I've seen your name a lot on a lot of these games here, but you know, I'm not necessarily looking for the highest score or anything like that. That comes with the territory, you know, or sometimes. But I don't know if you've seen this, and he pulls out one of those like composition notebooks. And he like leaves through, and you see, and DLC sees a very meticulously kept sheet of like different games that Hot Rod has played and the times that it took to finish them. And it's like the 80s, and so like it's like Pac-Man, like 2 hours 30 minutes, you know.
Man has an end screen.
DLC sort of he says, "Can I see that real quick?"
Sure, please.
He sort of picks it up and he takes his time. He reads through every single page. He says, "This is really cool, man. Like this is kind of what you do."
Yeah. I you know, there's been some. It's kind of a newish thing, really. But like, you know, once, you know, for instance, with Pac-Man, once you figure it out, that once you get to level 256, there's like an integer overload or whatever like that, and the game glitches out. People have been trying to get there as fast as possible. And, you know, I was like, why can't you do that with other games, you know? So that's kind of what I've been focusing on in the last few, yeah.
Huh. That's kind of nerdy, but I mean, I guess that's cool, though. That's really cool. I just play the game, and sometimes I do really well, and that's what I'm at.
You do really well a lot of the time. It's legitimately, it's impressive.
Well, it's nice seeing you, but I gotta keep going.
Yeah,
and
I'll be here.
Yeah, well, DLC, you keep walking on, and as you get a few cabinets down, there's a bit of a crowd gathering around someone who's just joystick in hand, button mashing accurately, and taking down their singular foe with a typical adeptness. Matt, could you describe Dez for us and the game that he's playing?
Sure. Dez is kind of a slender kid, probably like, you know, 15 or 16, wearing sort of, you can't, like, dingy clothes, but like they once were nice. His shirt / jacket is long enough where you're not sure if it's just an open old button up or like a trench coat type thing. Like it's just so worn you can't tell, but he's wearing it open with a t-shirt underneath it. His jeans are more patches than jeans. Not in like a cool way or like bands and things, like legitimately just patching the jeans. But that level of like, does not really care what he looks like, but still ends up looking really cool. He has long blue dyed hair that's pulled back into sort of a sloppy ponytail, and he's got like the anime like 2 strands like in front of his face on the side.
Very nice.
And he is currently playing a video game called Human Violence 2, which he is very fond of, and he is well on his way to running this machine for about I don't know, like maybe an hour and a half, like basically on the same quarter. And that basically the vibe that he gives off is, what if the dude from The Big Lebowski and Spike Spiegel had a 16-year-old mall rat love child that loved fighting games?
Too cool. It's
Too
nauseatingly cool.
Does Dez have a go-to fighter in Human Violence 2?
He absolutely does, and it's Billy Gate.
Billy Gate. What is Billy Gate's gimmick?
Billy
Let
Gates'
me
gimmick
guess.
is he's a radio DJ who has somehow
very
gotten
nice.
sucked into this fight for humanity that's only determined by one specific tournament if it's in a game and not at all if it's in a movie. And Billy Gate is basically, all of his stuff is like doing shock jock nonsense while the fighting game is going on.
Awesome. Well, you are absolutely smashing it. No roll required. This is your arena of choice, and you're prepared to sink quarter after quarter into this game. But off to the side, kind of more tapping along to the theme song that continuously blasts from Human Violence 2 as you play it. Red, could you describe your character for us?
Yes. This is Jennifer Roslin. She thought that having the nickname Ross was pretty cool, and it's been sticking since like 3rd grade. She's got kind of like the Bon Jovi hair poof situation. It's just going every which way. Sunglasses are on indoors. It's not necessary, but they don't really come off under any circumstances. Clothing wise, fairly standard. A t-shirt and jeans, but she's got a vest over there. And she has an electric guitar slung over her back with a bunch of stickers on it. It's clearly pretty well loved. It looks like it's been dinged into like a few railings while she's walked places with it before. So it's well loved, and it just needs to keep making noises. And she's not playing a game, but she's like nursing a soda she got from like the concessions bar in the arcade. She doesn't tend to play, but this is a convenient stop on her way back from school, and it's a nice place to hang out where it's, sometimes quiet. Not now, though.
Very nice. Yeah, the theme song from Human Violence 2 could only be described as loud, really, and it's just absolutely blaring in your ear. But you're trying to put together the chord progression. You're starting to see the makings of how this theme came to be. And as you sort of nod along, you see out of the corner of your eye, rushing inside to get out of the rain before it starts pouring down, someone you recognize from the local concert scene. Jenna, could you tell us about your character?
Yeah, Sleater walks in, kind of rubs at her head, which is very poorly shaved, like clearly like shaved with like a leg razor, real patchy, but you can see her trying to like squeegee some of the water out of it. She's wearing like lots of layers of shirt. She's got like a sports bra and a tank top, and then on top of that a real baggy shirt with just a graphic of a rat on it, and she's got a pleated skirt over bike shorts, combat boots, and a wallet chain. No wallet. Doesn't have anything worth keeping. Her vibe is very much like young Matthew Lillard. So that's the energy she rolls in with. And she will go right up to Dez as he's playing and be like, "Whoa, I love your blue hair. Did you use Kool-Aid to color it? My parents told me if I let my hair grow back out, they would let me bleach it, or they would let me get a tattoo, or they would let me get a ferret. But I have to pick one, and that's only if I let my hair grow out again. And I'm not even sure I'm going to do that."
Like, ferrets are cool. Hold on one sec. and right at the moment I just do some move to knock the person I'm playing with off. You hear the theme song of Human Violence, which of course is Human Violence. Yeah, we all know it. We all know it.
Play it upside down so the copyright goblins don't get you.
Classic chip tune.
Yeah, I'll turn and say, I'll be like, yeah, have you seen like a sugar glider?
Is that like a Coke? Is that like a kind of Coke?
No, check it. And he opens his shirt, and a little like the actual animal sugar glider crawls out, but the sugar glider is wearing like a Ryu like headband over his head. And I'm like, this is Steve.
Oh my
10
God,
feet away, Ross just goes, sick.
Wow, that's so cool. What does it eat? Can you pet it? Does it stay in there all the time? Does it get sweaty? Does it smell like your armpit?
Candy, yes, no.
Can I smell it? Steve.
That was,
Can I smell Steve?
Yeah, he holds him out.
Take a whiff.
She will. She will take a whiff, and she'll.
He does
pet
in
it.
fact smell like armpit.
You can roll a die, and if you roll badly, it smells like armpit.
Of course, Steve does. You've had him packed in your pit.
A scent familiar to the teens of the arcade, nonetheless. But yeah, all of our players gather. Everyone's sort of congregating around Dez at this machine as you button mash your way to victory. Dez, can I get you to roll for me? Just a straight D6. Let me know what you get.
Sure. 4. We're sticking with 4s.
Hell yeah.
Boys across the board. Yeah, you're pretty successful in this. Your usual endeavors coming and going. No one in the arcade can really match you, so you often end up having to play against the computer just because they're familiar with your prowess, unless you get a newcomer in town. And you're kind of getting a little bit tired of constantly winning, so you let your attention drift from the cabinet for a moment, and something glowing in the corner kind of catches your eye. A cabinet you don't usually pay a lot of attention to. And as you start drifting over towards it, the others notice that the source of their attention is wandering and follow. We got DLC, Sleater, Ross, Hot Rod, all sort of trailing behind you. And the 5 of you find yourselves congregating around the cabinet for Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo.
This could be anything.
This could be
That's
anything. It's currently on. It seems to be operating as usual, but it is, as per usual, not in use. Jungle Jam was extremely huge a couple years ago, but the sequel movie just wasn't as good as the first, and people kind of soured on the series as a whole. So the sequel game never quite gets the same love that the original cabinet did.
Oh, radical! A new machine! Oh my God! Who wants to fight me? I'll give you all the money in my wallet. I promise. I'm gonna win, and if I don't, I'll totally pay you money.
Sleater, you gotta stop promising that.
DLC sort of looks Sleater up and down and says, "You got money?"
Yeah, I'm not even gonna have to pay you money because I'm gonna beat you. She doesn't know. She doesn't know how to play games.
Is this even like a fighting game?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it a fighting game? Or
Yeah, well, that's a great question. Is this a multiplayer
or like a beat 'em up?
game?
Yeah, it's more of a beat 'em up. What makes this cabinet particularly weird and something that people didn't love about it is a 5-player game. There are 5 separate joysticks and sets of buttons on it. And you have to have 5 people in order to play it. That's actually a rule that
Wow.
I don't make that up. That's just real life. That's a rule that's actually true. So you're
Just describing Queen Bee.
Yeah, right.
Wild design choice.
DLC is gonna walk up to the machine. He's gonna be like, "Old man, don't tell me about this one." And 5 people too. He looks behind him at the other 4. He says, "Y'all want to play?" And he takes out 5 quarters. It's on me.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Ross, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put my drink
Get those
down,
calluses going.
on the floor. Calluses.
Not really my thing, but sure.
Each of you in turn goes and it takes your joystick of choice. In Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo, you play as the Tree Team, the heroes of the original game, a set of 5 animal heroes. It posits a world where there are no humans and it's just large humanoid animals everywhere. Very TMNT inspired. You know, you would, a touch point would be any of the extended mutants of the Turtles universe, or like a big Power Rangers bad guy. And so, you know, tree team, it's your classic tree-themed animals for sure. You got a swan, a naked mole rat, a bear, a pangolin, and a sugar glider. And you guys all take the appropriate one.
Wow.
Wait. Everybody has to guess what everybody else's animal is. Obviously, we know Des is the sugar glider. Otherwise, that would be an uncanny coincidence. Wait, what the other one? So it was a swan,
a swan,
a
naked
bear,
mole rat, bear,
a naked mole rat, a pangolin, and a sugar glider. Okay.
Sleater, the naked mole rat?
No,
That's honestly a
Sleater
great
is...
poll, and I regret not. Yeah. I think this is tricky.
Yeah, this is.
I regret proposing this.
Hot Rod the naked mole rat for saying
I
with
think Hot Rod
certainty
is.
that Sleater was not the naked mole rat?
Hot Rod is the naked mole rat.
Have I got your ass?
You got me.
Is Ross the swan?
Ross is not the swan.
No.
Ross is the bear?
Bear,
Ross is the bear.
of course.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wally is the
Is
swan.
DLC
That
the
makes- yeah.
swan?
That's the penguin.
I was gonna say, I was getting swan vibes from DLC.
Yeah.
Seems surprisingly elegant.
Yeah.
Yeah, DLC does have an elegant it's Delacroix.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That's a swan name.
You've been assigned swan at birth, my friend.
Yes. Luckily, you know, like Jungle Jam 2 panders to you five specifically with the tree team's makeup, and you all find your way to the joystick of your favorite animal. And as you all
It's a very
simultaneously,
wide machine.
it's incredibly wide.
We're all just
Widest
really
machine,
like
yeah.
It's
LOL.
almost
Yeah.
like a U shape in the front. It makes it hard for whoever's on the edges to like see the screen almost, which is part of why, again, it's a very unpopular cabinet laying in the back corner of the arcade. But as you all simultaneously push your hands on the joystick, a freak lightning bolt strikes the top of the largely abandoned mall in which this arcade is based, and it
Abandoned
rumbles.
already in the 80s?
Well, there's a horrible
There's a
storm.
There's a horrible
Yeah.
storm
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay,
Yeah.
my mistake,
It's a
my
mall out
mistake.
of time in some ways, and it through the entire wiring of this mall, and all of you go for a brief second.
See my skeleton. My hair remains unchanged by the procedure.
Yes. And it feels like the entire world starts swirling around you, almost becoming pixelated with these bright colors popping in the neon of the arcade, and you think to your second, oh my god, am I gonna pass out? But just as soon as it started, all of it stops. And when you look up, all five of you find yourselves standing in a mysteriously dark and dreary alley with all sorts of scaffolding and very knockoverable trash cans. And when you look at each other, you do not see the teams that started, but in fact the members of the tree team now wearing what your teens were wearing before.
The bear with the sunglasses. Yes!
One with a high
floor.
top. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what? A nerd naked mole rat seems kind of fitting. I think
It's
I think-
actually,
works pretty
that
well,
feels
yeah.
like
Yeah.
the least change.
You are all
Yeah.
also pretty human-sized, I'll say. You know,
Okay.
think more like a Ninja Turtle than
Okay.
than the naked mole rat from Kim Possible.
Say his name.
What happened, guys?
Pangolins have tiny little like T-Rex arms.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, who just said what happened, guys? Is that the DM? The
I
voice of
did.
God?
What happened, guys? What's going on?
Oh my god. Oh my god. A wild animal. A bear! A bear! Oh my
Oh.
god.
Later.
This
A
is-
full-sized normal bear.
I'm just gonna like sling the guitar over. It's like, huh. Fingering
Yeah,
still
do we
works,
still have
actually.
like do I have my pocket protector and my pens and stuff like that?
You
and my
you
glasses?
still have like your shirt with the pocket protector and the
Oh my
suspenders and all.
goodness.
Like everyone is still in whatever they were wearing as a teen, just now sized for whatever animal you have become.
This is already
What?
hard enough when I let my nails get long.
You guys got cool animals. I'm a naked mole rat. Like, I like naked mole. I don't want to be a naked mole rat.
Yo.
I don't want to be a pangolin. I want to get a pangolin, but my parents told me ferrets were more legal.
I
Are
won't lie,
they?
it's pretty much rules.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're all
Wait, is-
animals here, and maybe there's other animals around here, we could probably find a ferret.
Where's Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
could
probably can't
befriend a
have it though
ferret.
if it's a person.
But could it be full size though, like big ferret?
Yeah, but if it's a person, you probably can't have it.
Well,
You
it's
know?
up to them. It's up to the ferret, though. Like
We could
you know?
ask the ferret.
I don't know. There's weird things happening now. Well, we won't know until we
You
figure
don't
out
say,
exactly.
DLC. You don't
What's-
say that weird things are happening here.
Matt
Wait,
looks
wait.
particularly concerned, I believe. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. If I'm a sugar glider and we're all animals, and I check to see if Steve is still
Oh,
a sugar
no.
See
glider.
a little man
Or
now.
is he a little man?
You look into your pocket and Steve is completely unchanged. He is a normal sized
okay.
sugar glider
All right. Phew.
with the bandana, but he matches. It almost feels wrong to call it the art style, but all of you seem to look like characters in Jungle Jam 2, Electric Zoogaloo. Thank you.
Oh, okay, cool. That was okay. It's all fine, guys. It's fine.
What if he can talk now, though? You should talk to him. You should
Yeah.
ask him something. Ask
Steve.
him how old he is. Ask him his
Steve.
middle name.
Answer all their questions. Steve says no.
Googling what noises sugar gliders make, are we?
We'll make it up.
Yeah,
That's the noise you make.
That was
Really
a noise, man.
good. Oh my
really
goodness.
good. I'm actually going to insist you do that for the rest of the session.
That's fair. That's the
Me.
noise he did make.
That's
I have no idea.
really good. Yeah,
Oh my
you guys are all
God.
taking stock. How is, just gonna kind of go around the table, how does everyone feel about what has just happened? I mean, as far as you can tell, you're either having a group hallucination or you are all suddenly finding yourselves inside of Jungle Jam 2. How do you feel about being in a video game? Red, we'll start with you. How's Ross feeling?
Stuff like this is why I don't normally play.
Unfazed.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross is feeling pretty chill. The bear is a fairly sedate animal. It's part of why Ross has always felt a spiritual kinship with it. So as far as she's concerned, this is somewhat startling, but she's not about to let that show in front of all these cool teens.
And
Most
Sleater.
things are still fine. And Sleater, yeah, most things are
And
still
Hot
fine.
Rod.
Gotta look on the bright side.
Yeah. Speaking of Sleater, how is she feeling?
She looks nervous because I think pangolins always look a little nervous, which is why I like them so much, and why Sleater likes them so much. They always look a little nervous. She looks a little nervous, but it's kind of a visual representation of her general jittery, nervous energy. So her vibe definitely seems like she's really nervous, but I think she's kind of excited. I think she's just sort of like, wow, this seems really cool. We're having an adventure. This is going to be awesome. I'm a pangolin. I don't know what pangolins eat. I'm going to have to find out what pangolins eat. I guess I'll eat whatever I find, and then that's what pangolins eat. And that's just the monologue that's going on.
Beautiful. DLC, how are you doing, buddy?
DLC is fairly chill about it on the outside, but he's low-key freaking out inside. He's like, well, I invited him to play this game, and now we're kind of stuck here. So he's less worried about himself and the situation, and he's more worried about, okay, great, how do I get these guys out of this situation now that I got them into it? So he's more looking around and checking up on everyone else.
He is the heart. He's the heart.
Yeah.
Des, how you
But he's chill
doing?
about it. He's just chill about it.
Gotta stay chill. Always.
Just to
Always
reinforce
chill,
it,
yeah.
you're
If you don't
all
have
Yeah,
cool
chillness, you don't have
teens.
anything in
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
here is a chill teen.
Yep.
Des is not Des is not thinking about this at any deep level like anyone else is. He's just like so pumped to like know what Steve like must be going through like at any given moment. Like, and
What's with
because he
today
feels like
today?
he already feels, he's like feels a stronger kinship with his pet Steve. And he's just sort of like looking around trying to figure out if he in fact does have like the stretchy skin wings underneath connected to his arms. But he's
Big
just
time.
digging it. Yeah. He's all about it. He's like, yo, DLC, did you know this would happen, man? Big smile, by the way. He's just grinning ear to ear about this.
No, not really, man. I didn't think it'd be this exciting.
Do you think like the reason this machine's like always empty is because anytime 5 people actually play it, like this happens?
I hope not. I hope this is just a one-time thing. But I mean, while we're here, might as well have fun with it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's figure out what we can do.
He walks over and gives you, he tries anyway, the biggest hug, like the slowest, biggest hug, because he's just pumped. Like,
DLC just sort of stands there and takes it.
Sick, man.
That
Sick.
still smells like armpit, so.
Oh, yeah.
I can't decide which of us has retained our haircuts from the real world, but I know for a fact that Dez has.
Yeah.
Just a little anime wig on this little guy.
Oh.
Well, the last
I'm just trying to imagine DLC. I'm imagining because it's a human body.
It's
right?
a human body,
but like
and then just sort of like a big swan neck.
Are we doing like
It's
the
massive
Wally?
neck,
Are we
yeah.
talking like the Rito kind of thing? Like roughly humanoid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got like wings in place of arms, kind of, you know, somewhere in like the
But the feathers work like fingers.
But the feathers work like fingers, and
Okay.
like
Cool.
Yeah. Classic. Sorry to interrupt.
No, please. These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. In this
Yeah.
game.
We've all just been assigned personas, and we need to figure out what that looks like.
Oh, great, yeah.
Well, speaking of all of us being assigned personas, Hot Rod, you are the last of our crew. How is Hot Rod feeling?
I think he's the only guy who's actually like properly freaking out. It's like, you guys got cool animals. I'm a fucking naked mole rat. This is stupid.
Watch your language.
Uh,
Cops around.
There are cops around?
I don't know, maybe.
DLC's gonna walk up to him and says, I don't know, man. Naked mole rat, pretty cool.
They are cool. I don't want to be one. I don't even know what they eat. What do they eat?
That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. I'm hoping pangolins eat nachos because I love nachos.
I know what
Nachos
bears
are
eat,
pretty good.
But hope
Hot Rod, you look
yeah,
out of the
are there
corner.
nachos around?
Yes. Yeah, well, you look out of the corner of your vision, DLC, and you see floating over a pile of boxes, a perfectly 8-bit set of nachos.
Oh, a set of nachos, Sophia? Oh my god.
Wow, a whole
Set
set.
is
A
the
whole, like, a full one? Like, there's none missing?
full set, every chip in its
set.
place.
Wow.
You
Even
know?
with the jalapenos, those usually get lost first thing.
Wow.
Is it spinning?
Sleater.
Yeah,
it's
very,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
slowly. It's rotating.
bobbing up and down
It's bobbing.
slowly.
It's
Yep.
floating. All like 4 of the angles accurately represented as it spins around. Nachos apparently abundant in this world, and as you look further down the alleyway, you see other things floating about periodically. There's a little, like, it almost looks like a smoothie or a Coca-Cola or something, or some sort of like shake floating a little ways down. Even further, there's a conspicuous floating tomato for some reason. Like, all sorts of different foods and edible items are littering this alleyway. But unfortunately, at the very, very far distance, seeming to come towards you, is some sort of moving shape as well.
Oh.
Ross just
Like a
realized
humanoid
her,
figure or like a truck coming into this alley?
I don't know that you'd call it humanoid, but it is certainly reptilian, and it is advancing down the alleyway.
Ross just realized her soda didn't make it into the whatever the name of this legally distinct video game is, because she put it down first, and now she's actually kind of upset.
Hot Rod, could I have you roll a d6 for me? And I'll say DLC and Dez, if you would like to get in on this, you can also roll d6s and just let me know what
Yeah.
each of you gets.
Is this something that I can also use my attitude for?
Yeah, absolutely.
And the rule is you take the highest one, right? Is that the deal?
Yes, you take the highest one, although let me know if you happen to roll more than 1-6, because there's not technically crits in this game. I will reward you if you succeed
Sure.
exponentially.
Radical.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Would this be related to arcade games? Because
is.
I know a lot about arcade games, and I have a trait, know-how, that if knowing everything about arcade games would help with an action, you can mark 1 trouble to upgrade a 1 to 3 result into a 4/5 result, which is good because I rolled a 2.
Absolutely, you can do that. Go
Wow.
ahead and mark a trouble and upgrade that
Nice.
bad boy.
What
Hell
an
yeah.
incredible power to have
Yeah,
in this arcade game.
Yeah.
I, in my 2 dice, also rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
I don't
the
have
highest?
a fun power. Yeah, that is the highest.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Des, you are
Uh-oh.
too taken with the discovery of these nachos to like really think about the
final
situation
form.
that you're in beyond how does a sugar glider eat nachos? What is the best way to do this? I don't want to get my like fur all sticky with the cheese,
Yeah.
so like how does that work? And it's occupying too much of your brain. You're not thinking about the rest of the situation. DLC, did you make a roll on this?
I did. I rolled a 5.
Awesome. DLC and Hot Rod, it dawns on both of you as you're kind of like DLC, you're trying to like calm Hot Rod down a little bit and also internally freaking out. The two of you sort of simultaneously come to the realization of, oh, we've played Jungle Jam 2. We know what the first level is. This is the first level. You have to fight your way out of an alleyway. It's a beat 'em up. And you have to fight a bunch of reptiles, a bunch of lizards. And as you turn back down the alley, closer than ever are a bunch of punk lizards. There's all sorts of different creatures. There's geckos, iguanas. The iguanas have like the top spikes of their head almost form like a mohawk going back. They're sort of like dip-dyed. One of the geckos has these like comically huge glasses on that make their eyes look even bigger, and they're all
Sick.
trudging towards you. You remember that the tree team had previously defeated the Lizard Lord in the previous game, the one that launched this sequel, and so they have some ongoing beef with the lizards of New Stork City, where you find yourselves. So you are about to be attacked by a group of angry lizards. So here's how this is gonna work.
Yeah.
You guys have to survive. You have all of the abilities of any video game character you can conceive of. So you guys are going to tell me what you want to do using the gear available to you, which is what you had on yourselves as teens. You all have some sort of method of transportation available. If you rode to the arcade on a bike, that bike is in the game, but now it's tricked out. And you let me know what it is that you want to do to try and fend off these lizards, and we'll decide how to roll for that. So does anyone have anything they would like to do to kick off this beat 'em up sequence as the music starts beeping even louder in the background? And it's coming diegetically. What's that? How's that happening?
I have an idea if nobody else has one.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I think Ross has realized that her electric guitar is making proper noises even without being plugged into an amp. And she's like, oh, that's kind of weird. Hang on. And then and also is noticing like the somehow diegetic background music and is like, that's got a pretty sick beat actually. And then just like strums a power chord, unwittingly activating that the guitar is now a gravity blaster, and just fully like sends out a shockwave at some of the approaching lizards.
Awesome.
Maybe
Go
like
ahead.
it's shaped like a big glowing fist. Like you guys remember that episode of Danny
Yeah.
Phantom where he's fighting Ember
Yeah,
McClay,
yeah,
and she
yeah.
like hits
Ember,
him with
you
like a
will remember. Oh yeah, no, I'm right there.
big glowing fist. It's very much that. Although that show won't come out for like 15 years.
It's anachronistic. It's fine. We exist out of time. We exist only in the game.
You know it.
Red, go ahead and roll for me. Is there anything you want to do to try and juice this roll, or are you just rolling a straight d6?
I think that I can turbo it simply by the fact that I am playing a power chord on my guitar, which is a gravity blaster, and the gravity blaster has turbo. Describe how your device helps you with an action, then booster kick is needed.
Yep.
I think maybe I can make that decision after I roll, because it says as needed, but I don't know if that is correct.
I think that just refers to giving you more of those boost and kick resources than it does saying you can make it after you roll. So I will ask that you declare that before you roll. But yeah, you have 3 uses of turbo in the game, and you can get those extra dice 3 times if you're so inclined. So if you want to turbo this, absolutely you can turbo this.
Sure, may as well. Oof. That's a 1 and a 3. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that can juice this, although... Oh, wait, no. I actually have something exactly for this. I have my trait, my skill. I've spent hours and hours practicing absolutely shredding on the guitar. If this would help you with an action, you can mark 1 trouble to upgrade a 1 to 3 result into a 4 to 5 result. So
Absolutely.
I will do that.
This is exactly the situation for that.
I'm
So
going to be
you-
grounded when I get home, but I will absolutely smash some lizards.
Ross, you rip the sickest riff of your life. It just like you smack down on the chord. I don't know guitar stuff. You smack down on the chord, and
That is how that works for sure.
Yeah. And
I don't
as
need
you
to
sort
pick
of like
anymore. This is great.
go to do a spin move almost, like you're about to start breakdancing while you play, a giant glowing bear fist rushes forward, and the gecko with the comically huge glasses, the glasses just get absolutely knocked off of his face, and he does a several frames long falling animation as he crumbles into the alleyway. But the rest of the lizards are descending on you guys still, but with Ross's initial action, I'll say everyone is suddenly very aware of the situation that you're in. You all look over, you're like, oh, these lizards are attacking us right now. Whether or not we understand how we got here, this is do or die business. Does anyone else have an action they would like to take to fight off these lizards?
I want to withdraw my blaster.
Ooh.
which is, y'all remember, you ever go to like a festival growing up and get one of those yo-yo balls?
Yeah.
It's like a ball.
Yeah.
It's like a weird, like plush balloon filled with liquid attached to a thing on your hand.
Yes.
She withdraws one of those from her pocket, but it has transformed into a fun arcade digital neon version, which is a gravity glove that has that in the middle, and she wants to launch this at the nearest creature with a little pangolin fist.
Hell yeah. Almost mimicking the motion that you think to yourself, can I roll around like this? You fling the yo-yo out. Could you roll for me to see if you succeed? Do you have anything that you were adding to this roll, since it's the first roll, that you want to use to juice this in any way?
Not for the first one.
Then just roll 1d6 for me. Sorry, please.
Here's what I'll do. I do have a raw talent that you've always been amazing at, precise aiming. So I want to, if you would use this to help with an action, you can mark 1 trouble to upgrade a 1 to 3 result into a 4 to 5. So let me roll
Absolutely.
first.
Yeah,
But I'm
see
going
what
to
you
keep
get.
that in my pocket. Let's see. Well, I rolled a 1, so I am going to go ahead and use my raw talent.
We're off to a roaring start.
We're
with this
doing
one,
great.
fellas.
We wasted all of the 4s and
Boy.
5s on the video games in the beginning and not on the
Yeah.
video game that will be in for the rest of it. Yeah,
It's
no,
important that
fine.
we look cool for the teens in the arcade.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you fling this yo-yo around, almost using it like whip style for a moment before you just like rush it forward. And you manage to get it to spin around the feet of a nearby iguana. And when you pull back, the iguana just absolutely like pratfalls backwards and also like bleep, 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 out of existence for a moment before fully disappearing from the alleyway. Anytime you take a lizard out, he does not remain in the alleyway. It just sort of like blips out of existence.
Are we getting
Good.
loot
But yeah, the
drops?
CPU couldn't handle
Been dropping
a bunch
anything?
Yeah.
Oh,
Neither of the guys that you've taken out so far have dropped anything, but the food items are still scattered throughout the alleyway. And as you two finish up your attacks, you notice that the world around you starts to kind of progress forward a bit, and you find yourselves all compelled to continue moving deeper into the alleyway, almost as though if you were watching from the side, it was scrolling along.
Oh, the nachos!
The
Oh.
arrow.
Are the nachos further in? Are we
The
moving towards the nachos?
there are more nachos further in. That was not the
Okay.
only
Okay.
nachos in the game. I promise I will not take the
Thank
nachos from you guys.
Oh,
Good. I now really want nachos in real life. I just need everyone to know that, and that is
Yeah.
what I will be
All right,
making
time
after
out.
this
Pause
game.
the game.
Yes, good. Everybody should be
Alright.
eating nachos more often.
Oh yeah.
Does anyone else have any actions they'd like to take to try and take out? As you've taken out quite a few lizards, more have started to appear from further down the alleyway. Does anyone else have anything they'd like to do to try and fight off some of these lizards?
I'll do something. Dez is like, I'll say this because I didn't quite notice well with my last roll, right? With the 2, that was technically a failure. So what Dez is not paying attention, and he all of a sudden realizes, he's like, oh, is my fight stick here? And he's like looking for like his custom fight stick that he goes, and he reaches where his usually like puts it in like a backpack, but in its place, he pulls out the Nega Friction sword, which has like all like the different buttons that would be on like a fight stick, and the bottom of it is shaped like the actual joystick. And he's looking at it like, whoa. Guys, do you see this? And he like turns with it. He's not trying to hit anything, but he will roll as like the roll. We'll see if it actually connects, but he's
Perfect.
accidentally
I
doing
see.
it.
I
Please
see.
go ahead and roll
What-
that for me.
What a fun way to safeguard yourself from any failures.
You like that? 5.
Hey.
Yeah, you fling backwards, and you narrowly avoid hitting a set of nachos, but you manage to instead fling it right into the middle of an approaching iguana, and it just goes, all limbs out, and then blinks out of existence. But you do slip and fall, so you have to take a moment to like kip up back to your feet. And you notice as you fall, you don't feel anything, but you do blink for the briefest of moments before you manage to get back on your feet.
Ooh,
Yo.
power boosting. You can damage boost in this game. Hell
You
yeah.
got iframes, bro?
We gotta test that.
Ask Mr. Speedrunner.
With this third success, you guys notice that you are distinctly further down what seems to be an infinite alleyway, an alleyway that just continues to go. But as you progress further and further down, periodically there are these in the background, these pools of like a black goo almost. You can't quite figure out what it is. It's just sort of like starting to appear more and more frequently, and mixed in with the lizards are the occasional reptile with some sort of thing over its face and eyes, and you can't quite figure out what it is. So people are welcome to continue to make rolls to fight off lizards in whatever way you would like to, if you want to show off something that you brought into the game with you, or if there is anyone who'd like to try and figure out what's going on in the wider situation. You guys let me know what you want to do, but the challenge continues. You are being successful so far. Who's next? Who wants to do some video game thing?
Rock on.
DLC will step in. Watching everybody jump into combat, he says, well, I might as well join it. He's going to readjust his jacket, and he's going to, in the cassettes, sort of shift to different other pixelated patterns as it flickers through a variety of patterns such as thorns, musical instruments. You see record tapes as well. You see one of a bike, and it stops, rotates back to the thorns as he manifests hard light manifestations of thorns, and he will attack a nearby lizard.
Very cool. Go ahead and roll for me. Are you doing anything to alter this roll?
No.
Straight roll then. Let's see it.
Straight roll. That's another 5. Okay.
All right. Yeah,
He makes it look easy.
You do make it look easy, although inside your brain you're like, okay, I gotta kind of dodge your feet a little bit to make sure you don't get wrapped up in your own thorns. It's the new action to you, but you're able to do is it BMXing? Is it still a kickflip when you spin the bike around? But you spin the bike around and the thorns whip out almost in sort of like a whirlwind shape. And feathers fly in the animation as you smack right into not one but 2 lizards, and they both go flying out in either direction, disappearing into the ether. You've got 4 successes. I'm going to call to Hot Rod. Is there anything that you would like to do, as you're the only person who's not gone yet?
Yeah, I think upon seeing that weird black goo, Hot Rod would like to kind of focus on that. He will... His glasses morph into what could only be described as the Nintendo Virtual Boy.
God.
Golf claps.
As I activate my hyper optic visor, I have a mod, Omniscience Aperture. You can see through walls into objects and all around you. And I basically like to just kind of like focus and hone in right on black goo and like, I don't know, does something pop up on the HUD? Do I get to, I see what's happening, what this is?
Go ahead and roll for me, but you do get some information immediately. The HUD identifies what the goo is. It is ink. It is some sort of thick ink. Hot Rod, could you give me a roll to see if you know, with your video game knowledge, know why that's there?
Sure. I think I will use a turbo on this.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because I generally historically don't roll very well. Okay, the highest one is a 4.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, you haven't personally spent too much time with Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo. It's not a very popular game, so it's pretty tough to find hacks for it. People haven't spent too much time mining into it. But you know the plot. In the first game, the tree team takes down a very terrestrial local threat, but in the second game, the evil Kalmari Empire from space starts to take over New Stork City. And so you put 2 and 2 together, you're like, ink, squid, all right, this is some sort of alien squid situation. So you're, of course, classic
As
alien
one
squid.
does.
Putting all the pieces together. And you're like, okay, I get what this is. This is, as far as you can tell, just actually the plot of this game that you're in.
This is exactly the type of far-reaching stuff that made this video game so unpopular. Alien squids? Give me a break.
On top of lizard creatures is a real hat on a hat.
Some people say that squids are aliens, though.
Oh.
So...
DLC, can your jacket do that in real life too?
No, it's not that cool. Really.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean all of these are like new for this world? Because I got this at a carnival. It did not do this normally. Although I guess I didn't really try to attack anybody with it, especially not a lizard, because lizards are cool.
I hope you're not attacking lizards in real life, no?
No. I'm not. I'm not. DLC, I'm not.
All right,
I
yeah,
don't
but
do
we're gonna
that.
need you to attack that one right over there. I see ducks and dodges a lizard coming our way.
Yeah,
You
you
touch
guys
many
are
swans.
absolutely schooling these lizards. You are just powering through between your existing video game skills and all of your cool new items and abilities. You just fundamentally understand how to get through this. And the normal lizards you're taking out no problem. And as you progress further and further down the alley, more and more of the lizards have what you can now tell are alien squid helmets, as though they're being kind of Jaegered by these squids over their faces. That just cover, it cuts off like at the nose, the nose of whatever lizard it is, you know, two
Right.
nostrils, Blair, and little gecko tongue or whatever, dangling tentacles down the side as they fight. A little bit less like big heavy hits and almost more rough and tumble, slower, sluggish motions. And eventually you guys do see the alleyway opening up ahead of you into kind of a wider intersection of alleyways, as New Stork City seems to almost exclusively be composed of back alleys in which you could have these sorts of fights.
Naturally.
And you see one figure bigger than all the rest in the center of this intersection. And I'm going to say, Hot Rod, with your memory of the game, you recognize this character. This is, as he will quickly announce to all of you, King Wizard, the lizard with a gizzard, the mini boss of this level.
That's where the band came from. That's where they came from.
Guys, the background music just went crazy. Is this guy like important?
Yeah.
There's flying microtonal bananas everywhere.
This was one of the final bosses in the previous cabinet, now controlled by a slightly larger squid helmet. King Wizard, the lizard with the gizzard, a giant crocodile-esque character, almost like a King K. Rool kind of vibe, but he's got this huge, like a comical wizard's cloak, like not Gandalf, fully, what's the Disney one where he does the brooms, you know?
Yeti Sid.
Fantasia. He's got like a, you know, that kind of...
Sid, right?
Yeah. Merlin-esque
Stone
cloak.
elves.
Whiz robe.
Exactly.
Stars and-
Whiz robe, yes.
Yeah,
And of course, the giant squid helmet that's just like leaking ink down the robe. And you can't see it because it's inside of him, but somewhere in that lizard is a gizzard.
Okay.
Happy to take him at his word on that one.
Yeah, I don't really need to
I don't
find
think
What
we
it.
have
you're
a
proposing
choice.
is most untubular, my friend.
Yeah, real square.
Yeah, you
Bogus.
see the crowds of lizards around you start to like thin as you've defeated most of the minions, but you are entering the mini boss waiting you at the end of this beat 'em up level. So the fight continues, but this guy is going to be firing back at you if you fail. It becomes much more perilous. So as you keep that in mind with all your rolls going forward. But does anyone have an opening move they want to try and take out on King Wizard?
Yeah, actually. I would like to, using my photonic jacket, I'd like to flash patterns to, let's blind him. Let's give ourselves an opening.
Ooh,
Stun
all
lock,
right.
stun lock.
So, and,
Classic swan stuff.
how does a dare work again? Can I get a...
Yeah,
Oh.
Dare is very fun. Let me scroll to where that's listed in the rules so I can read it
I get
accurately.
a +6 or a kick to an
Yeah,
action roll?
so you can either, add another d6, so you can roll 2d6 and take the higher of the two, or you can add a kick. For the audience, a kick is a way for you to basically call your shot and be like, if this succeeds, I want it to super succeed. But if it fails, I'm gonna like take extra failures on it. So you let me know if you would rather roll the d6 or take the kick.
I'll take the kick.
Yeah.
All right.
Take the
Could
kick.
DLC, are you daring yourself, or would you like someone else to dare you to do something cool?
DLC's gonna dare himself. He wants to step up here.
Awesome.
The idea of demanding somebody else dare you to do something.
Dare me to
is
do it.
really
You think I
funny.
won't? You know.
Yeah.
I
You
love
think I can't
it.
do it? I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do
Oh, no.
it.
Yeah.
You don't believe me? Watch, I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we're gonna do this. So just a d6 here,
Go ahead and roll.
and 4.
That is a success. DLC, narrate for me how you activate this coat and like what pattern it flashes out.
Up until this point, DLC has been riding his bike as everybody, as we've been knocking down these lizards, and when we get to the king lizard, wizard with a gizzard, he's going to Akira slide off
yeah.
his bike.
Hell yeah.
Let it fall to the ground as he steps
That's where the
off
movie
and
got it
over
from.
it. And he's going to, once again, readjust his jacket. And this time, the patterns that were flashing on it start flashing rapidly as they grow brighter and brighter. Then with one pull of his collar, he's going to unleash this flashbang at the boss.
Perfect. Yeah, no trouble whatsoever. You are the coolest motherfucker who has ever lived in this game world, and you just Akira bike slide, flashbang, and you see that King Wizard is unable to respond to this, despite the fact that his face is covered by this, also presumably with a gizzard squid. You see that the squid almost like covers its eyes with the tentacles as well, as though it's just seeing straight through it, and it sends him reeling backwards, and he's unable to, because you were so successful, respond to this in any way. So you guys have a little bit of an opening to kind of keep pushing the attack. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do to King Wizard?
I have something.
Yeah, do it.
Hit it, Hot Rod.
So, Hot Rod is understanding that this is the video game Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo, and he remembers from like one of the previous times that he played it that like you jump to jump, you attack to attack, but pressing both jump and attack at the same time is like a special move. And he's like, well, if I'm one of the characters, can I do those special moves? And he's gonna try and attempt to do the spinning kick that the naked mole rat character can do.
Absolutely. I
yeah.
love this combo moment. Go ahead and roll for me. And I'll say that you can add your this is video game knowledge that you're using if you want to add a d6 to that.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, the know-how is upgrading the 1 to 3
Oh,
to 4 to 5.
never mind.
Yeah.
I take it back. You can upgrade it if you want later.
No,
if
you're
need
good. You're
be.
good. But I think, would you say that this is a creative approach to this?
I would say this is a
trick,
creative
basically?
approach to this trick if you
Okay.
have something for that.
I have lateral thinking. When you try a trick with a creative approach, mark 1 style even on a failed roll.
Cool.
Awesome.
And I gain 1 style after runs where you show curiosity or creativity. So this would be, I guess, that as well.
Sounds good.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna do my know-how again because I rolled a 1. So that is a 4 or a 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the thought of, yes, absolutely, I know the combo that will get me to do a special attack move. Because everyone's been doing kind of, standard, punch, kick, guitar riff so far. But you're like, I can string these together in a way. Yeah, exactly. And so you kind of like go to do them simultaneously, and it takes a little bit of feeling out because unlike the buttons and the haptic feedback that you're used to, this is actually you moving. So it's not perfectly smooth, and you definitely like clip the iframes a little bit and just sort of like almost got, but you are able to land that spin kick, particularly because of DLC's stun move from earlier. I'm so sorry, there's a helicopter going overhead and it sounds absolutely insane.
I can hear it. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
We hear it fly overhead. in
King Wizard goes right over the top of you.
It's just background flavor, you know?
Now I have to leave this in the episode.
Yeah, New Stork City.
Yay.
It's a busy
New Stork
place.
City. It's a
Yeah,
busy place.
New Stork City, yeah.
But Hot Rod, you
You know what
land
they
that
say
spin
when
kick.
you don't know what the spider's spinning its web on, it's because there's a helicopter.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
They're always saying this about New Stork City.
Classic New Stork City business. Hot Rod, you land that spin kick. It's definitely a success against the King Wizard, although there are a few lizards that have run back into the arena at this point, and while you're involved in this spin, you weren't able to hit any of them, so you guys do have a bit more opponents bearing down on you going forward. Does anyone else have a motion that they'd like to take?
That's sick.
I have an idea, because it will let me use another trait that I have, I think. When I reveal how I've been waiting to act, I get +1d6 or +1 kick to my action. And I was waiting for more minions to show up. Because what I wanted to do was like jump with my board and then bounce off one of them to get some altitude and then like hit it with a bigger attack from higher up.
All right.
Yes. Now I do also have a feature on my gravity blaster. It's the one mod that I took. The impulse rig lets me launch myself high in the air, use my beam like a grappling hook, or give myself a burst of speed. I don't know how because it says like roll to do that. Does that mean I roll that independently of this other thing, or does it mean I throw 3d6 on the pile?
No, so it's going to be part of the success of this roll. So you're rolling 2d6 if you're boosting the roll with the extra d6. And if you were to fail, for example, it would maybe be because of something that went wrong with what you were trying to do with your board.
Oh, okay, sure. All right, I'm trusting these dice to behave better than they did last time. 4 and a 5.
4 and 5.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, with the 5, you are successful. You, how would you like to launch this board into the air? Go ahead and narrate the trick for me. And if you use a real skateboarding trick name, I will, I don't know, I'll give you street cred, I guess.
Well, I can't do that. I've been on a skateboard one time in my life. I performed one
Great.
successful kickflip and never did anything again because I knew I had peaked. No, I think what I truly do is like, because the impulse rig is a mod on the guitar, I think I'm like skateboarding towards a lizard and then I sort of just like hit like a bass chord and it bounces me like 5 feet up and then the skateboard like mushes it in the head, and because it's like a video game character, it like crumples up like a cartoon character and then springs me back up like 20 feet. And then while I'm up there, I hit another power chord and hit King the Wizard Lizard with a Gizzard. What's his name?
That's it. You got it in one.
Was that
actually.
correct?
King Wizard, the lizard with the gizzard.
I feel like I'm playing like hide the ball in the cups with which of these nouns go where.
King Gizzard with a wizard, that's a wizard.
Yes.
King
And for my
Wizard.
landing, if I can try and aim for another lizard, that would be great, but I'm okay with taking the L on that if that's not about to happen.
I'm gonna say you do this trick, you land on the one lizard. You don't manage to do too much to King Wizard himself, but you do manage to handle the minions in the area. So you launch up, bounce off of lizard number 1, bounce off of lizard number 2, hit a sick riff, do a spin, and King Wizard remains in the game. And with that, King Wizard is going to retaliate. He is launching. You see him spin around, becoming a cyclone almost. And from what you have to imagine is 2 ends, black ink spoots out of the tornado. If I could get everyone to roll 1d6 to see if you can avoid this black ink.
Oh no, okay.
Oh, I rolled a 6. Beautiful.
There's something we can do about this, right? There's like a
Sleater,
note feature.
you understand the rules of the pit. You know how to crowd surf. You know how to avoid grossness, and you perfectly like mosh your way out of the zone where the ink is flying. Red, to your question, you can nope something. So if something is described that you like, I don't care for that business, you can mark trouble to avoid taking damage if you roll particularly low. Take trouble, essentially. You get like
Right.
some sort of injury or something along those lines. You could say, I don't want
Right
that.
on.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Okay.
3. So
Okay.
something bad's happening.
I
Yeah,
also rolled a 3.
Hot Rod and Des.
5.
5 for Des?
5.
All right, for my fives, you guys get a little bit of ink on you, but nowhere critical. You know, you're able to kind of like keep it on your arms and whatnot. It's a little bit gross in your fur as a sugar glider. Naked mole rat, the feeling is indescribable. Just absolutely awful.
Bad indescribable.
Or good indescribable.
That
Sounds
is
like
up
bad.
to Hot Rod, I think.
Time to make a character choice.
I feel so wrinkly. I just feel so wrinkly.
But you know, you guys, your movement's not impeded. You can still see fine. You managed to avoid the worst of it. For my threes, this is a failure for you guys. You find yourselves turning almost to face the ink because you're trying to keep your eyes on the King Wizard so he doesn't get out of the way. And you both get just facefuls of black ink. And for a loading screen-ish amount of time, you're like, oh my god, I can't see. It's like this is big splatter in front of my face. And so you will, I'm going to say, you need a 5 or a 6 to succeed in whatever your next action is, should you take one.
Gotcha.
Festive.
Okay.
But with that, we return to the freeform. King Wizard is not looking great. You get the sense that this is maybe a second phase or some sort of ability he can only use once a fight, because that seemed like a pretty big hit. You guys have done a significant amount of damage to him. If you could see a health bar, you imagine it'd be getting low, but he's still standing. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do against this King Wizard?
Slater, you got something?
Yeah, Sleater will yell, look at me, look at me. I'm going to use my trait show off, which gives me a +1d6 when I do a trick. And the trick is going to be, I'm going to use my gravity ball and I'm going to swing it overhead a bunch of times so it builds up a lot of momentum and then try to launch it into this guy's face.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll. I think it's 2d6, right? If I'm understanding that correctly.
Should be.
Amazing. Let me know what you got.
I got a 2 and a 6.
Yo, that's a
Hey!
success.
That's what I'm talking
I only needed the 1 6. That's a perfect success with no caveats, actually. Yeah, you do exactly as you described. You wheel this thing around. What do you shout to grab King Wizard's attention?
Oh, a catchphrase, huh? This is the moment. This is the moment my
one-liner.
character gets a
Yeah.
catchphrase. Yeah. She says, "Here's whammy." Nailed it. Perfect.
Pretty good.
Perfect.
Hey.
Sticking with it.
That's
On a
what 6 will get
that was
you.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a here's whammy, you circle it around, and the gravity yo-yo just like goes straight into King Wizard's squid-covered face, and you can see the lines almost as it implodes on itself a little bit before bouncing the yo-yo back out. And you're able to, even because you were so successful, like you bounce the yo-yo a second time, almost like you're dribbling it on his face for a moment. And he's got these like cartoon stars dancing around the top of his head. As you see, King Wizard is starting to sway side to side. One more good hit, and this guy is down. Dez, I think it's your time, man. What you got?
So I hear the catchphrase, or Des hears the catchphrase of "Here's
Yeah,
whammy,"
and you're like blown away at how good it is.
and he's brought back to his main in the video game Street Vengeance,
Yes.
whose name is Whammy. She fights a lot with. She has like military garb and it wears a bathing suit for some reason,
Yes.
and she's mainly
Yeah.
kicks.
Military
Whammy,
ordered.
Whammy is very all about kicking things. So Dez jumps on his board and like skates forward, and I will try to, I guess, what is it, kick the kick, so as it were.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
try to do like this, basically, get up there, stop the board very quickly, and right as King Wizard with the gizzard is dazed, wait for his head to bob forward and essentially do a vertical split kick. Like basically like the kind that is far too like right at his jaw. And I'll see if I can do
Are we
so.
talking about like a full cartwheel kick or something?
No, so it's not like a guile kick, or
Okay.
his name would be Niles in that
Yeah,
game.
the Nile.
No, this is essentially like one foot is still on the ground, but his legs have now split. You can't actually do this.
So this is some Sanji bullshit is what you're
yes.
pulling.
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
Cool.
So if I'm kicking it, do I get one more? Is that the deal, or what's the?
So a kick is basically calling your shot. So if
Yeah.
you don't get to add anything to it, but if you
I see.
succeed, you like turbo succeed.
Turbo
You're like
succeed. Copy
yeah,
that.
and but if you fail, but
Super fair.
I love this. Go ahead and kick for it.
We're gonna find out.
see.
Okay, 5.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Nice.
perfectly execute the vision. Like truly spinning huge kick upward. You get the action line animation around your
Nice.
foot. You see that like
Hell
as you just like uppercut kick King Wizard, the lizard with the gizzard, and you manage to kick him so hard the squid flies off his head. That you see the like reptilian face, like crocodile teeth fall out as he gets smacked, and he goes flying backwards with this comically slow and heavy thud, landing for a moment, circling stars over the head before he also bleep 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 blinks out of existence. And you find yourselves 5 animal teens alone in an alleyway as a bunch of confetti starts blasting out in the air around you, and you see above each of your heads a high score indicator for depending on how many guys you took out. I'm not going to give you numbers. That's for you to decide if you want to include those.
Ross took off her sunglasses to see all that, and then is like sick, and then puts them back on, still covered in ink.
Is it like where when you remove them, there's a
Yeah,
person
yeah.
behind them?
yeah,
classic
fully, yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Congratulations on surviving the beat 'em up first level of Jungle Jam 2. Excuse me. But as you guys look around, the game's still going. You seem to have finished this area. There's no new enemies spawning in, but you are also not out of the game. What's going on, guys?
Wow, that was so fun. I can't wait to go back. We beat the game, right? Like, it was just that one level. I never get past one level in any video game, so as far as I know, this is it. how do we get back?
Is
I
anyone
think we
like,
gotta. Yeah.
oh, has anyone like played this before?
No.
Hot Rod?
Like maybe once. I was kind of the fifth in a group of four who needed a fifth, but we didn't finish it. Maybe we got like a couple levels in. I don't know how many levels there are, but I know there's not just one. I have to assume that we have to finish the game in order to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm with Hot Rod on this one. I think we got to get through all of it. Everyone's okay? Right? Nobody got hurt? We're good.
This rules.
Some of you are covered in ink. Should you do something about that?
I'm sure
Or
it's
do you
fine.
like it?
Yeah, whatever.
No.
Eh.
For
It
my
comes
ink-covered
off, right?
people, you can shake off the ink if you're so inclined. If you choose to leave it on you for some reason, just that's trouble that that's a slam that you should mark on your sheet as covered in ink, because that does carry forward. But you can also you could clean it off if you're so inclined.
Yeah.
I'll clean it up.
Yeah, this is not like a broken
Ross
leg.
just
you can
says,
fix it.
you know, bears and dogs are related, and then just a full shake.
Yeah, but the seeming vibe of the group, as far as you could tell, is correct. You have to finish Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo if you want to escape from the game. It seems like the only thing that makes sense. But as you start to progress further into the game, the world of New Pork City seemingly to just New Stork
Pork
City.
City.
New Pork
Oh, is that
City
level
is-
2?
That's the Gotham to New Stork City's
yeah.
Metropolis.
The world of New Stork City seeming to be a bunch of these levels all strung together and connected that you can just walk from one to the other. That is where we're going to go to our break as you venture into the mean streets and their various animal foes within. Catch you in a few minutes.
Rolling with difficulty.
Hello, Rolling with Difficulty fans. I'm Jenna Steober, and I'm here to tell you about Burnt Cookbook Party. It's a comedic Pathfinder actual play podcast where 4 heroes of varying skills, attractiveness, and stupidity race to prevent a time loop from resetting the entire game. The stakes may be high, but they're only cooked medium rare. Join Himbo Ifrit Paladin Johnny Brightchild, Fey-addled Oracle Astra Blep, dry-witted Battle Chef Zelf, and Ratfolk for the People Patty Hertz as they attempt to uncover what's causing the time loop and put a stop to it, while preventing everybody else in the party from learning their own dark pasts. If you want a taste of how we play but aren't ready to commit to 3 years of back episodes, try the easily digestible 7-part mini-campaign we released back in December. It's called Kill Santa, and you'll never guess what the plot is. So grab your listening device, crack open that podcast app, and find our feed at Burnt Cookbook Party, or go to bcbparty.com to give a listen.
Hello, Rolling with Difficulty one-shot listeners. Oh boy. Okay, Sophia said that I got to do a promo spot thing. Hi, this is Matt, by the way. I'm playing Des on the show that you're listening to. I hope you're liking it. I guess what I'd like you to check out is both Extra History and Extra Credits on YouTube. However, I would also like you to give a listen to the only podcast about movies, the erroneously titled podcast I've been co-hosting for roughly 10 years, Dear God, where we continue the conversation that the movie starts. It's less of a review show and more of a cinema studies class mixed with pop culture, mixed with whatever New Zealand nonsense my director friend Shahir, who co-hosts the show with me, wants to cook up. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, please come check out the only podcast about movies and become a member of the Topam fam. You can email us at onlymoviepodcast@gmail.com to do requests. And yeah, I don't know if this is too long. Sophia, back to you and us, I guess.
Rolling with difficulty.
Welcome back, my tubular teens. How's everyone feeling through your forays in New Stork City?
Radical.
buddy.
Pretty
Yeah,
dope.
I think we can all agree
Pretty
we
dope.
feel radical. Thank you, Sophia, for asking.
Yes,
Radical's definitely on the list.
It's an important check-in to do, make sure that your friends are feeling radical as well. So you have successfully defeated the first level of Jungle Jam 2, and you guys have realized the core problem. You have to escape from the game, and the only way to escape from the game is to beat it. So the next skill segment we're going to go through here is going to just kind of be rapid fire going through some of the levels that you guys encounter in the game, and you're going to tell me how you get through that level. So I'm going to throw some prompts at you, but I have encouraged my players before we got on the mic to also throw their own prompts for levels as well. And if you want to go ahead and email us an idea you had for a Jungle Jam 2 level, that would be really cool, because this was a really fun thought experiment, and I can't encourage people enough to improv exercise their way to fun and friendship. So I'm going to hit you guys with some video game levels, and you guys hit me with how your characters succeed, whether that's ways that you work together, the ways you use your gear, cool, sick moves. You tell me, let's do some rolls. So you find yourselves climbing the vampire state building as bats swarm around. How do you defeat this level?
Whoa.
That's
Ooh,
rad.
can I offer that I think maybe Ross and Sleater team up?
Ooh.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
you
Because
know
this
it.
feels like we could disrupt the bat ecosystem with a loud enough sound.
Yes, correct me if I'm wrong, you have a speaker on your skateboard, right?
I do. It's
'Cause, like-
built in.
Yeah, because through the video game magic, my guitar's just been making noise, but I think if we plug it into the amp, we get a sick AoE-like disruption effect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Sonic attack.
Yeah, on that subject of Sonic, I think that also probably the Ascension, it's like a staircase, but there's a rail, and if you have a vehicle that can grind on a rail, you can just
Yeah, we're
try
all
to go.
grinding up it.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. That's how that works. Listen,
Natural.
I have played enough Sonic games to know. You can grind in whatever direction you want.
Yeah. I'm going to say then, Red and Jenna, if you could both roll for me, but only one of you has to succeed for this to work, because it is incredibly cool and I like it a lot. So, yeah,
boy.
both go ahead and give me a roll. Red to hit, Ross to hit the sick riff, and Sleater to get that speaker hooked up and balanced on this grind.
Okay. And,
I rolled a 5.
All right.
okay, that's good. That's already a success. I rolled a 3. I can upgrade it if we will get more points for 2 successes.
No,
because this is relevant.
Don't worry about it. You guys are pulling it off through the power of teamwork. Is essentially gonna give you that booster. Yeah, you guys realize immediately the obvious solution to both of your problems of mobility and sick riffs needing to be hit is to just combine forces. And our two concert-going gals team up. This bear teen shredding on the front of the board as Sleater, you're like balanced in the back, absolutely jamming to the sounds coming through the speakers. Could you two describe for me how you pull this off?
Ooh. I'm imagining like a visual sound tether, where it's like we're like hooking. So like you'll swing forward and then I swing forward, tethered by your sick jams.
Yeah, and I think it's the AoE blast effect is like a specific power chord, but the way, because we're connected by the tether, when I'm at like the point of maximum like swung outness, I can just do it and like clear the way of the bats in the way. I also think that like, because I rolled not great, I'm not like my fingering's not great. I'm still getting used to having claws, but there's distortion on this amp, so it really doesn't
compensates,
matter because it
yeah.
all
There you go.
sounds good for what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have to ask,
Yeah.
because obviously we all talked before the session, and Jenna had a brilliant band name. What song? What? Whose music are you playing for this?
Obviously, we're playing the hit song by Slater's favorite band, Riot Girl band, Queefs of the Stone
Beautiful.
Age.
Naturally. Yes.
Beloved
Local
local
fave,
band.
Yeah. The thing that Ross isn't saying is that it all uses the 4 chords of pop anyway, and like maybe a D minor if they're feeling really spicy. So she's just kind of like doing the riff, and Slater's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, well, you're led by your two ladies in the absolutely sick riff that they're hitting from the hit Queefs of the Stone Age song. You guys successfully climb the Vampire State Building and manage to take out the bats.
We're grinding around via the speed of sound.
Yay!
Dang, you took it.
Oh, did you have that one?
Hell yeah.
I had it loaded, but you fired first.
It's vital that the audience knows I'm wearing my novelty Sonic hat
Yes.
when Sonic 3 came out in
There you
theaters.
go. But that's one level succeeded. Next, you find yourselves in the sewers trying to escape from a group of cockroach card sharks. They were initially introduced to you as card sharks, and you're like, oh, okay, sharks, I get it. But then, no, it's a bunch of cockroaches, human-sized. How do you get through this sewer level?
Oh, that's horrific.
Yeah, that's
really
bad.
gross.
This one's
So
bad.
they're legitimate card sharks. Like, are they dressed like? Can you describe? I need to
Yeah,
know
paint
a
me a
little
word
more
picture.
about.
Yeah. So you would see a group of cockroaches. Imagine what happens is when you enter the level, it's almost like a dog's playing poker setup. Like they got like a little visor around one of them, and they're all sitting around a table with a big top light. And then they all turn to look at you guys as you walk into the sewers, and then you have to backtrack and run away from these cockroaches that are then scampering after it with like the little vests and everything. Yeah.
Could I try something a little unorthodox to get us through this level?
Please.
And it's and you tell me if this is too much. So we walk in and we see these cockroach card sharks playing their game. And they're like gonna get up to like attack us and we have to run, right? Could I go and be like, whoa, wait, do you have like room for one more?
Deal me in.
There's a secret. There's a secret
is
poker
just kind
level.
of the fighting game.
It's the fighting game of cards.
Yeah.
I feel like between
Yeah.
you and the speedrunner exploits, it could be like, well, yeah, there's a backdoor for a poker mini game, but nobody uses it. You lose like 2 hours in the final run.
Could we combo? Could me and Hot Rod combo to
Absolutely.
find the weird mini poker game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
It's like if you actually go left instead of right, like you normally would in a fighting game, you actually happen to
Yeah.
find
yeah.
You actually, yeah. you
I'm gonna
just go
say
the
this
other
is
way.
two separate
Alright.
rolls, but Hot Rod, I want you to roll to see what you know about this exploit, and Dez to roll to see how successful you are at talking your way into this game and then actually playing poker.
Okay. This counts as arcade games,
This
right?
is an arcade game, if you.
Yeah.
Is there a single role in this game that won't count as arcade?
This is a good point. I'm gonna
I mean,
say
you have to
this is
understand that I
stretching
very
it a little
carefully.
bit, but this is
right,
you did
sure.
create a smarts character specifically to be good at this one thing. I'm not gonna
true.
I
penalize
am
you for
racking
that.
up the trouble. I will say that. But
You're gonna be grounded for 6 months when we get back.
I do have by those metrics a 4/5 result.
All right.
Nice.
And Dez, how are you doing
Okay.
at playing the game?
Yeah. I'll sit down and not nervous at all, even though he very much should be. Just slouches in the chair and starts playing the game as best he possibly can to use this exploit.
Rock on.
4.
Awesome. So
Nice.
There we go.
you guys have a bit more trouble getting through this because between the two of you, you're like, okay, I know that Hot Rod, this is not your favorite game. You're not super familiar with this one, but you vaguely remember the exploit, and you're able to eventually kind of direct, like, okay, I think if we like sidestep through the doorway, we'll clip in at a weird point, and then you can kind of enter a new area of the game. But it takes a bit of figuring out. And that in turn throws Dez off a little bit, so you're not quite as perfectly chill as you would like to propose to sit down and play this game, but you're able to bring it back around because of some help from a little sugar glider in your pocket named Steve, who is able to sneak about and
The
kind
ace up
of
your sleeve.
quite literally cheat and look at the other cards to report them back to you.
Hold a mirror behind him.
Steve,
Steve is just like
is the
miming
best.
like what cards they have. Like,
Steve is the best at cards. That's the only reason I even tried this. I've played this once in my life.
Yeah.
when they
and
ask
he-
you to ante up your
Des
chips,
is
we
like,
bring in one of the nacho trays that we picked up along the way. Just put it on the pile of actual money.
Beautiful. And when you guys win this card game at the end of this level, you actually get a collectible item. You are given a comically large cork, and you are able to put it into your pocket, which seems to just be some sort of Hammer Space-esque storage inventory area. You guys now have one large cork.
Okay.
A cork.
Okay. Like what would
Like
be
for a
found in a
bottle?
wine
Yep.
bottle?
Big old cork.
So like, and when you say large,
Like,
I want to
big.
like, are we?
Like gallon bucket-sized cork.
Okay,
Huh.
great.
Okay.
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gallon-sized.
Okay.
So we're not
Four.
stoppering up the sewers, but something will need to be stoppered later.
Yes. Now, I have more levels that you could play through, but does anyone have a thought on a level that they would want to encounter in Jungle Jam 2? Any sort of animal?
Can we have unlocked the secret candy level by having done the poker
Absolutely,
game?
you can. You guys find
Yay.
yourselves rushing into this, like, old-timey candy store, but all of the shelves are filled with vegetables, and instead the store is staffed by a
No.
gummy bear.
Why would you do that?
What? Oh, are we gonna eat the gummy bear?
And the gummy bear turns to face you, and you can see almost like gummy beads of sweat go down it as it starts to run away. You guys need to catch and eat this gummy bear. How are you gonna do that?
Yo!
Oh, this is so horrifying.
So sinister.
That's Jungle Jam 2 for you. Parents hated it.
Yeah.
It got the
yeah,
terrible
wow, yeah.
ESRBB rating.
It's a jungle out there.
Yeah, this is the banned level that got the game in trouble. And they had to, even though it wasn't actually in the game, it's still in the code.
You got a data mine to get this
Yeah.
thing.
Bear's running away.
Sleater's gonna grab just a handful of carrots and say, "I know what you do with carrots," and she's gonna use them as spears because she's not gonna eat them. That's terrible. Are you
Awesome.
kidding?
Go ahead and make a roll for me to throw these carrots and see if you can aim them accurately, as they aren't designed for spear actions. But they do make your eyesight
They
good.
certainly are. That's true. I got a 3, but can I use my raw talent of precision aiming, a thing that I knew would also come in handy very frequently? Can I pitch the precision aiming is that I am aiming for its feet specifically to take it down.
Okay.
So that we can descend upon it like a horde of a ravenous piranha.
Yeah, I will say you do exactly that. You're able to. You're trying to aim a little higher up, but the weight of the carrots, they don't fly like you expect, like a dart to. But you end up hitting the gummy bear in the feet. Yeah. You have not beaten a level yet. Someone else is going to need to come in to help finish off this gummy bear, but you have significantly hampered its speed. It is no longer able to run away. Does anyone else want to participate in this level of the game?
Ross wants no part in the massacring of her sugar brethren. Ross is like, all bear species are technically omnivorous, but I'm outie.
I mean, Ross, you are allowed to engage in some sort of, if you wanted to step in to try and save the bear, you certainly could try and step in and pardon this gummy bear. You just have to survive the level somehow.
By standard intervention.
Why do we need to eat the gummy bears? Is there, I guess, we have to get through the candy shop is the
it's
deal?
a very large
I think Ross
candy
is
shop.
going to try and... Ross is going to instead try and catch up with the gummy bear and be like, hey man, listen. One bear to another. How about you just let us out of here and we forget this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Sleater wants the flesh.
I think Ross is like, listen, I'm trying to be reasonable, but my friend over there, I can't control her. She's got a whole other business going on.
Yeah, DLC would like to recognizes that Ross is not comfortable with like eating the gummy bears, and is there a way for me to help here? I think I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to call for a roll from both Ross and DLC. DLC, you are warding off the more gummy thirsty members of the group, so you're acting as the heart to kind of talk maybe Sleater down from taking a bite out of the shoulder of this gummy bear. And Ross, I would like you to make a roll to talk the gummy bear into letting you guys leave the level.
Okay.
I'll try. I don't
Sort
think I
of a
have a
good
single
team
edge on
bad
this
situation.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I could potentially boost with my grit. No, that's not really very grit.
I would like to use my roll to boost, if that's possible, in order to help. But
Not a help
if
action type.
Yeah, if I have to instead use it to just convince people to step down, I can do that as well.
I think that should be fine. Which ability
Actually, I
are
could
you
make an argument that-
specifically using, DLC? Just try to double check.
Teamwork, use boost. How do you? Oh, I guess no. I'd have to. I don't have a specific trait that lets me do this. Is the thing.
I can potentially argue for using my grit attitude, and that this is like sort of being chill, but this is sort of an intimidate check of like, hey, listen, I can't control my friend over there.
Yeah, no, I have intuition. You can always tell who likes, dislikes who, what they really want, and if someone's vibes are off. That's my trait.
Okay.
Ooh, gotcha.
Maybe the gummy
That's
bear
a
has something
cool
he really
skill.
wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna say DLC. You can absolutely do that. So go ahead and
Okay.
boost that. Grit. I don't know that this is your grit helping your action necessarily.
I'm not sure. Grit is more like endurance.
I'm gonna say you can kick if you want, but I don't think you can use a boost on this. This is not necessarily trying to be a
get no benefit
gritty,
from kick.
you know.
No. Okay. Well, I'll do my best. Let the
The
dice.
gritty
fall
reboot
where they-
version would just let me eat this
Yeah.
gummy bear.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I rolled a 1.
Oh.
This game is so mean to me specifically.
DLC, how do you do?
With my boost, I rolled a 1 and a 5.
All right.
Ooh, that was...
DLC, how do you talk the rest of the group into not eating the gummy bear?
This is, I'm cool with y'all eating all the other weird digital foods, but that looks like a person, so I don't think we should be doing that.
DLC, you were so right, but I really want some candy. Can we get candy somewhere?
Hopefully we'll find a store, housed by Broccoli people where we can get some candy,
Yeah, is there that level? Do we know?
It's the opposite version. It's the B-sides version of this level.
Well, there's only...
You gotta go to the grocery store level.
We had to have lost the poker game to get the broccoli level.
No.
This is for the best. Sleater was gonna eat so much he got a stomachache. So this is really for the best.
DLC is successfully talking on the rest of the group. You all kind of come to the realization as you stand around this gummy bear, like, oh no, we can't eat this guy. Like, this is actually a full guy. And Ross, what do you say to the gummy bear to talk it into letting you just leave the level?
Oh, with my nat 1?
What do you say?
Well, I think I already did. Of like, hey, listen, man, like, we're not gonna eat you. How about you just let us out of here, so nothing bad has to happen to anybody. My scary friend over there is very scary.
The gummy bear,
even though we're both bears,
silently like looms over you, and like a gelatinous cube, just slurps up Ross. Ross is now inside of the gummy bear.
What? Trying to like puppet it, or
you're
am
just
I
sort of floating loosely buried inside of this comically. Somehow the gummy bear has gotten larger to fill the space to make room for this bear-sized Ross. You guys got to get Ross
like
out
a
of there if you want to get out of this
ooze.
level alive.
All right.
That might as well happen.
The nega friction sword just...
I am not going to make you roll for that, Des. I think that you can, in this tight space, successfully reach this pinned bear, and you just sort of like samurai slice through, leaving the internal bear perfectly in place as the rest of the gummy bear just
essentially,
peels
I
apart.
carve around, leaving the Ross bear.
Yeah.
All right. If I fall in half 2 hours later, I am blaming you.
Yes.
A rain of just pieces of gummy just fall and bounce on the ground.
Oh.
I take some of the pieces and I sort of hand one to Sleater.
But you said it was a person. I can't eat this now. Are you kidding?
Not a person anymore.
But that person,
Oh my
So
god.
grim.
that person ate our person. So now it's morally fine. Is that? I don't know. It's candy, man.
Don't
does
think
seem
about
fair.
it. Let's just get to the end of the level.
Okay,
Ross,
Sleater eats so much and gets a stomach ache.
Later, no.
please go ahead and mark. I think there's a section for slams. If you want to put tummy ache into there, that'd be great.
I do want to put
Tummy
that
hurty,
actually.
sad
Tummy hurt,
face.
sad face. Yeah. Ross, when you turn around as you're sort of like trying to brush all of the sticky gummy bear out of your fur, it's the second sticky thing you've been covered in today.
I am
Attached,
so spiky.
attached to your back is another gallon-sized cork.
Two things we got a bottle of?
Big old corks. Okay.
Ah.
Is there a number somewhere in a quarter that says blank of 4 whatever
Oh, no.
2 of blank
You'll have
corks?
to play the game to find out.
No?
Can one of you
Nothing under
speedrunners
UI.
access the dev
Interesting.
screen or something?
Yeah. I just press tilde and then the.
Do you
Tumblr
want to
screen
try
comes
and hack the game?
I did have an idea for one of the levels.
Hit me with it. What you got?
It occurred to me that I could try typing in the Konami code.
Do it. I would love for you to roll to see if you can
yeah.
find a way to.
Hell yeah.
There's as you're going from level to level, there's these little like almost loading screen like areas, as much as an arcade cabinet has one. You might get the implication that like it's a character selection screen or something, but where the edges of the alleyways and halls almost seem to just have like a border to them, and you can see these like digital zones, and from there you're able to kind of create a keyboard to not a keyboard, but like a control pad to enter any code you would like to try.
Okay. I can do that. I was literally going to just move up, down, left,
Perfect.
right, left,
Yeah.
right, jump,
DDR
attack.
style.
There
I
we
love
go.
it. Go ahead and roll to see if
Yeah.
you're successful.
Okay. Okay. I will use a boost on this.
Okay.
It's a 3 and cocked. 6.
Hey!
There we go.
Yeah, you sort of step forward into the little zone and just sort of hop, 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 you know, do the motions that you're trying to do. And you see flash in the like digital zones around you really quickly the images of what looks to be some sort of like underwater research facility full of squids like rushing by you really, really quickly, and all of them just sort of get knocked out, and you find yourself still standing in the same area with a cork in your hands afterwards, as though you have just speed completed an entire level.
Whoa. That's how it's done.
He's beginning to believe.
I don't know how many times I can do that, guys. I'm gonna be completely honest.
It's gnarly as hell.
Yeah, you
We just see him like blur, and then it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ice level.
Ice.
Ice level.
Oh,
Ice
the least
level.
annoying of all levels.
Of course.
You
Thank you, Jenna.
you find yourselves on a ice rink. It's somehow also the holiday season here in New Stork City, and all around you, sliding about, are these this gang of penguins. Some of whom are armed with hockey sticks, others seem to be on speed skates, and they're just sort of like trying to spear you with their little beaks as they go by. How do you guys survive the ice rink of doom?
With our wheeled vehicles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say any wheeled vehicle type action you do, you have to get a 5 or a 6 to succeed, because this is extra difficult terrain.
Fair enough.
Sure.
It's on ice. Point of a question about my sword. The mod I took was the slip rattle, which is you can roll to teleport in universe by slicing space-time. If you can't see the destination, potential problems are worse. Can I use that to get everyone through, or is it just me?
I'm gonna say that that's
like if they're skating around us.
I'm gonna say that that's just you, or
okay.
any
I could get us
maybe
out.
just any one person. You know.
Sure, but it's not gonna work here. Copy.
How do people want to defeat these penguins on ice? At some point,
Did anyone else take a grappling hook, or is it just me?
Is there a way for me to shame them for being flightless?
I was gonna recommend
warfare.
I was gonna recommend that we paint Ross white and have them think that she's a polar bear.
So many things have gone in my
Polar
fur today.
Oh, man.
Polar bear could work too. I was going to use the hard light upscaling from my photonic jacket to manifest wings and sort of
I like
my way
both
through.
of these.
Like, I
It
have wings,
feels like
guys.
what you guys are trying to do is really just be as intimidating as a group as possible. So,
Yes.
Ross, I don't know how easy it's gonna be to paint you fully white like a polar bear. So we're gonna go.
I think instead of that,
Yes.
how about we just do like big poof of snow like falls off a background tree onto me, and I'm just like kind of covered in it.
Yeah.
It's like, hello.
I'm gonna say, yeah, this totally works. Hot Rod, it was your idea, so you go ahead and roll to see if you can find an appropriate piece of snow. And DLC, I absolutely love what you're doing, so go ahead and roll as well.
All right, here we go.
After all, you have no way of making it up to the end of the level on your own.
Okay, I rolled a 3, but I have the middle finger as one of my traits.
Awesome.
Once per run, automatically get a 6 on any action, no roll required.
Yeah. This is
We
a
really
perfect
want to make
plan.
these penguins
We
feel bad.
really hate these penguins.
Fuck these penguins in particular.
Yep.
I think the polar bear idea falls through because I rolled a 2, and this is an
I'm
arcade
just covered
game
in
related
snow, but I
enough
don't
to...
look like a polar
Yeah, Hot Rod, you go to smack some
How
snow
do you
down,
do,
but you
fellow?
can't quite jump high enough. And then when you land, the impact makes the snow fall on you, and so you're sort of like frozen in place for a couple frames as you had to recover from the ice animation.
Ah.
But
Yeah.
but luckily for you, DLC has succeeded incredibly. DLC, how do you intimidate these penguins using their lack of flight? Like, describe for me what you do as a swan man.
I will simply fly above the ring, look down on them and say, look, y'all are cool birds, but you're nothing like my crew. And I slowly, gracefully fly to the other end of the rink. Along the way, I will grab one of the hockey sticks, slap shot into one of the goals,
Awesome.
drop it, turn to the rest of the crew and say, they're with me.
Nice.
I love that. I wish this game had inspiration because I want to give it to you. But instead, I'm going to throw in that you also hit just like a perfect triple axle in the middle of that as well, like right before you land. Just like extra juice it. Yeah, no, these penguins immediately all stop. They freeze where they are on the ice. And then they all stand up on their feet and sadly waddle to the other end of the screen and exit the arena. It's the most upsetting March of the Penguins you've ever seen.
Yeah, we're with him.
Yeah, he's with us. Just carrying Hot Rod in his little ice cube until he thaws.
In kind of the opposite direction, mobility-wise, though, you next find yourselves on these L tracks, these elevated subway tracks going all over the city. All of you are on your vehicles of choice, your skateboards, your bikes, etc. You guys are in a kind of like race level. Close behind you is a stampede of angry wildebeests, and they are trying to catch up with you because you cut them off in line for the subway. So now you got to skate away.
This is how Mufasa died.
Yeah. They forgot to include the skateboard, but it was there.
Jungle Jam 2, also the end of the franchise because they were just like sued to high hell by every other existing animal IP. Yeah, how do you guys win this race level?
For the record, the penguin level was the one that I died at, so we're in new territory here. We're in unfamiliar territory for me.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Okay, good context.
I got this. I actually have this. I have it. I think. Hold on. Yes. Okay, so they're behind us,
Yes.
right? Mm-hmm. So here's what I want to do if possible. So I have an ability called Button Masher, and I can mark a turbo to use a locked mod for the length of one action. Ooh. So this is not one that my sword has, but I'll do like a combo move on the controller part of it to like engage that ability. And I want to use a thing called Nega Friction Wake. And what it is sorry, not Nega Friction Wake, ref coding, pardon me. Avoid slams, no, where is the dang thing? Field, there's one
These
thing
all
that,
sound the same.
I know, they all sound the same. This is a thing that essentially, it's the field projector.
Gotcha.
Roll to temporarily remove the surface friction from a room-sized area near you.
Oh,
So I
specific.
want to basically slam the sword down and make it so they just lose all friction.
We're casting grease,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Really funny.
Yeah, really good.
So the wildebeest will not win this race, and we can get away scot-free.
Okay, I love this. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll, but because that is so tight and also would kind of just be an instant win condition, if you get a 3, you are still gonna succeed on this.
Okay,
Nice.
Okay.
here we go. Ooh, 4. There we go.
All right,
Hey.
didn't even need
Boom.
it. Des, please describe for me what sick trick you hit as you activate this ability and what it looks like as all these wildebeests just come skittering to a stop and start flying off of the L track in every direction as they go whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
I want to make it very clear that Dez does not move quickly until the last moment possible where he needs to move quickly. So he's just like, he stops and everyone else can keep running, and he just sort of turns and he like waits till the proper moment, and in a flash the sword comes up and stabs the ground, like, or sort of does this hit and then curve around, so like I guess the friction is sliced off of the actual ground these things are running on. And then if I am allowed to do this as silly as possible, as the wildebeests are sliding all around, he will like wait for the moment and do like that slow leap onto one of their bodies that is skidding forward, and he will use that to catapult himself back to where his friends are already way down the track.
Awesome.
Hell
Yeah, absolutely
Amazing.
successful. And as the wildebeests all go flying, from one of their pockets, a gallon-sized cork emerges, and you're able to grab it in midair and like put it in your pocket, and then Steve holds it down, no problem. You guys get another cork.
Yeah, Steve's got it.
Steve's just like
Third
adhered
big
to the
old
outside
cork,
of it.
okay.
Yeah. Does anyone, I want to open it up to the floor because we did just do a cool race level. Does anyone have a cool trick they want to hit on their board before we leave this level? Anyone got any sort of moves they wanted to throw in there?
The impulse rig allows me to use my beam as a grappling hook. I was hoping to grapple onto the obligatory train in the train level when we eventually catch up to it. Because, like, probably it's one of those things where, like, you can hop on top of it or you want, But if we're just trying to get where we're going, then I'll just be like posting.
Yeah, you've already
with my
succeeded at
little
the
guitar.
level, so I'm not going to make you roll. Very cool. You absolutely
Yeah.
do that. You're behind it. You're like, there's sparks coming out as you ride on the tracks, holding on the back skateboard style.
Could this be like our hero team shot where you do the grappling hook and we're all just like holding on to either you or each other in a chain?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very much so. The main theme of the
And
game
you're
starts
flying
playing.
in on your little sugar glider arms.
Oh,
Steve does a little like loop-de-loop trick before landing back in your pocket. The coolest you've
Yeah.
all ever felt. You're approaching the end game. The levels are getting harder and harder. I just want a quick check-in at the table. Can you tell me, we're going to go around, tell me how much trouble you have marked and how your character's feeling. So we'll start it, we'll go, I'm just going in order on my screen. Ross, how much trouble do you have marked and how are you feeling?
I only have one trouble marked. And I'm feeling pretty good. If all video games are like this, I should actually play them. But yeah, and the background music's pretty kicking. I think everyone who's like, oh yeah, this game sucked, it was absolutely destroyed, is like, oh, that's a shame. I should try and find the soundtrack on disc or something.
Yeah. Sleater, how you doing?
Good. I've got one trouble. Unfortunately, my tummy ache has resolved. That's the good news. But it turned into a sugar crash where I hit the highs,
Yep.
got real manic, and now
I'm just on the back of my skateboard, like
Tuckered
nothing means
out.
anything.
yeah.
DLC, how you doing?
DLC was feeling a little anxious, but as the levels go by, and especially after humiliating those penguins, he's feeling pretty cool.
Real confidence booster.
Yeah.
Pretty chill. I only have one trouble, and nothing else. I'm chilling.
All right, and Dez, how about you?
I believe I only have one trouble. That's when we fail things, right? That's
Yeah,
when
sometimes it'll,
those get hit.
or
Yeah.
it'll ask if you want to juice it depending on your abilities. If you want to add trouble, there's a little
Gotcha.
counter at the bottom. But I think, everyone's been pretty light on it so far.
Yep. And Dez is, for lack of a better word, literally chilling. He is totally fine with this. You know what? He's a little hungry. He didn't eat enough of the nachos or the gummy bear, and he's really regretting that right now.
And Hot Rod, how you doing, buddy?
Point of order. Did I gain any trouble or slam when I failed the snow trick thing?
Yes, I'm gonna say take Mark 2 trouble for that.
Okay.
Did I gain any trouble or slams by getting eaten by a gummy bear?
Mark an extra trouble on that one as well.
Aye, Ken.
Yeah, I think,
Everyone, stop saying the things you did.
no. keep
Teacher, do
telling
we
me.
have homework?
If that's the case, if that's the case, I am at 5 trouble.
Yo.
Wow!
Oh.
Let me know if you get to
hold
max
up.
trouble because that spells disaster. But I don't think we're quite there
Yes.
yet. How's Hot Rod feeling?
He's feeling all right. He's like I think once he got over like the shock of like I'm actually in a video game, he's like, this is actually pretty cool. And now that he's like working with like a tight crew to work their way to the end of the game, he's like, okay, I'm actually looking forward to see what's at the end of this game, and maybe we can do it in record time too.
Yeah, you're all starting, you've had a couple levels under your belt, you're starting to feel a little better, you've worked together as a team a few times, starting to kind of get the vibe as a group. You're understanding why this is a mandatory 5-player game. You have to be good at teamwork to get through it. You've got one more level, if you remember correctly. Hot Rod, you're thinking back to some of the guides you vaguely flipped through. There's one more level before the final boss of the game, so you're getting very close to the end. Does anyone have a level that has not featured yet that they would like to see? What's up, Hot Rod?
I want a Broadway level, a Broadway theater level.
Okay.
You have given me the perfect excuse to create the second one-shot in which I can insert Cats the musical. You get to Broadway.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's I set it up. You hit a home run. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was looking for.
Hey, that's the Noir and Sophia guarantee, right? 2 brain cells. 1 brain cell, I guess. You guys find yourselves on Narrow Way. It's this world's theatrical experience, and it's a long, non-moving stage into which periodically leaping and jumping in costumes of themselves. Like, it's the 80s Cats Broadway costumes, but it's just actually cats wearing them, so it just looks like they're kind of wearing themselves, but funkier. Leaping into stage, they're attempting to perform a kind of Sharks versus Jets-esque number, and you are stuck in the middle of it, trying to
Peaks
not...
versus pollicles.
Thank you. How do you escape, stop, join in to this musical experience?
Yeah, Red.
Ross is for sure getting caught up and like, listen, no Broadway musical is made with guitar in mind. They're all like, the bass line is like piano. So when you see the chord progression, it's always like B flat diminished minor and the capo is all the way up here. And she's still like, how? Maybe that was an A minor. So I think she's fully distracted.
This is something. There's a lot of synths in Cats, so that's always an option.
Oh,
You wanna
yeah.
get a little funky with it. I do think the music in this has changed to be from a proper video game to truly just like it is the soundtrack to a Broadway musical that's playing in the background right now. But all of the English words are cat sounds.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Synth cat sounds.
Synth cat
no
sounds.
Severely bit crushed. Yeah.
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 And they're leaping at you.
no.
One side, they're coming in. The claws are out. Gotta dodge. Does anyone have any thoughts? If not, I can call for some rolls.
I'm trying to think of.
Cats.
what
Can
would
I
be-
can I posit that perhaps the way to beat this level is not by fighting the cats, but by dancing alongside them?
You want to turn this into a rhythm game?
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Sure.
We should do that, but can I just say, it would be so funny if we showed up at the Broadway level and we're like, oh my god, it's cats, we could do this, and we just steamroll them with our weapons.
Kill everybody.
About being like, oh wow, a fun themed level.
I'm
No,
gonna make
thank
this.
you.
Everyone
Didn't
is
look like
going
they had
to
9 lives to me.
Everyone is going to roll for this. You get to decide as a player if you think your character would play the rhythm game of participating in this off-brand Cats musical, or if they would go in guns blazing and try and just kind of fight their way through it. So do you fight the music or do you embrace it? This is the choice you have to make, and go ahead and roll in either direction.
Would you
Slater,
consider this? Oh, sorry.
go on.
I was gonna say, would you consider this a trick with a creative approach?
Which one are you doing?
If I'm embracing the music, I offered it, so Hot Rod is going to embrace the music.
If you embrace the music, I'll say yes.
Okay.
Slater embraces the music and gets a 4.
Awesome.
It's not the kind of music she really dances to.
Des will
Okay.
embrace the music. Question:
Yes.
If in the dancing, does that help with balance? Like, does balancing? That's my one quirk and trick of like having excellent balance at all times.
If you
I can do like a ballerina lift for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I got a 4 on my embracing the
Okay.
music.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to say that you're balancing on Ross's hand and you guys are kind of doing a joint lift situation, absolutely that counts for balance.
Great. All right. Boom. That would be. Let's see. I got a 3, but I'm going to up it to a 4/5 with my ability, and I will take the trouble for that. And I am perfectly balancing on Ross's hand.
Excellent.
Bear claw.
Yeah.
All right, so that's success. Hot Rod and DLC.
I got a 5.
Hot Rod's
I also got a 5.
You guys are
Okay,
the
awesome.
greatest musical troupe who has ever performed in this video game that you got zapped into. Could I have the group describe for me the musical number that you put on to succeed at escaping this level?
They throw in a few bars from Swan Lake as soon as DLC hits his mark.
Yeah.
Good.
DLC also goes out of his way to go to wardrobe first and gets everyone bow ties.
Oh,
Perfect.
Fun. Oh my god, a pangolin in a bow tie. That's so cute.
I switch out my regular tie for a bow tie.
theater quick change, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Steve also has a bow tie.
Of course, yeah.
Very good.
What was the question again? I've completely lost the plot here.
You guys,
Well,
you all
we'll put
don
it on
your
the
bow
show.
ties. You're aiming for the number. As
Yes.
mentioned, Dez is going to balance up on Ross's hand. I think there's almost a Swan Lake-esque number appropriate for your swan character. As you all sort of like jump in from either side, and there's this slow dramatic reveal as you kind of like cross the stage, and the camera would like push forward to reveal eventually Sleater at the end, doing your best like pit moshing at the center of stage in a way that just like is truly captivating. You managed to work in the pangolin like balling up into sort of like a Metroid sphere into part of it to kind of almost like break dance. It just
We never used that ability before.
Yeah.
it's so useful. As all the others like leap over you, you guys just completely outperform these cats, and they all, failing to become members of the Jellicle Ball, slink away into the night, never to be seen again. And as you face out to the audience, you see that the theater has transformed from this seating that was there earlier to the interior of some sort of strange metallic space lab of some kind. And you guys push forward into the hallway, the theater disappearing and pixelating behind you. Hot Rod, you recognize this as the final section of the game. You are preparing to face.
I recognize this as the final section of the game.
You are about to face the
so that
final
means-
boss.
So that means we're almost out of here, right? Sleater, how's your energy? You feeling all right?
Oh, yeah. Am I feeling better? I think I was revitalized by moshing.
Yeah, I think moshing,
Pep
it's
talk,
good for the soul.
I can clear a slam from you.
Awesome.
Oh.
DLC,
I
go
would
ahead and
accept
clear that
that,
slam.
yeah.
How do you do that?
So it's, I have to give a little pep talk. Say, hey, we've been through. I'll turn to everybody. Hey, looks like this is the end of it. Y'all been killing it. Y'all are really dope folks. And at first I was feeling bad about bringing everybody in here, but it looks like we're all having a good time.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah,
All right.
this is legit, like, the best.
Pretty rad. This doesn't normally happen in games, though, right? Like, I feel like I would have remembered this. if I saw it.
No, it doesn't. I kind of wish it did. Assuming something weird happens, like if you die in the game, you die in real life. or
Yeah, we've
something
been
like that.
good. We didn't like die yet, so
Is
like
that an
maybe
option?
it's.
Is there a
I
chance
don't
we could have
know.
died? And we
I
would
don't
have
know.
died in real life?
Let's not think about that right now. We got one level to go.
This pep talk's going great.
Yeah.
boss.
Sorry.
All right, we got one level to go.
Yeah.
You kind of know what it is. So if you can help us out. But we got this.
Yeah. Yeah, team.
Yeah.
Wait, should we come up with a
Yeah, do we
group
have a-
name?
Do we have a
Absolutely.
name?
Should come up with a group name and a little cheer
yeah,
right
yeah.
now before we get to this final boss. Sleater, you've been leading the charge on this. What is the cheer that you would like to lead everyone in saying?
Oh, God. Sophia, you saw what happened earlier when I was put on the line to come up with a catchphrase.
I mean, you could just go with the catch.
Here's whammy.
Well, you know what? Do you know what? That's a good idea. Yeah, everybody hands in, all right? We're going to do this. Everybody, we're going to get together. We're going to join up and take all our powers, and we're going to kick ass, and we're going to beat up this alien squid. Everybody hands in. Here's whammy!
Awesome.
Tight.
Well, the Here's Whammy crew, as it were, assembled.
Stupid.
Whamimals.
You follow
The Whamimals!
Whamimals.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yes.
perfect. Yeah.
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 Whamimals trademark pending. You guys follow these tubes full of what you now know to be ink deeper and deeper into this laboratory, and eventually it opens up into this kind of circular, distinctly boss arena-like area. And you see with
These
its
health items.
with its back to you, this huge, giant mass of like bluish, moving, almost fluid body as 6 tentacles are rapidly clicking on various buttons. And it turns around to face you, and you find yourselves face to face with Squid Lord Supreme. Ah, welcome to my lair, you tree team. I've heard of you. You're too late to stop me. My ink initializer will soon cover the entire world in gelatinous goo. And as you look, there are 6 tubes on the wall that this goo is being pumped into through this like fountain that deposits it into a little into a suspiciously gallon cork-sized series of holes.
No way.
Guys, I don't want to alarm you, but I think I connected the dots.
Squidlord Supreme is going to kick off this boss fight by trying to squirt ink at all of you. So if I could kick it off by having everyone roll a d6 to avoid the ink once again.
Oh, another 6. I can't
damn.
be touched with this stuff.
That's the Whamable
5.
promise.
Not gooping.
That's a 2.
No.
Oh.
Swan Lake, no.
Any failures besides DLC?
No.
All right. Yeah, DLC, you're just too taken in with like the cheer from before. You're like, yeah, we got this, that you're not really paying attention to the encounter itself, and you get a face full of ink. If you want to go ahead and mark a trouble, and you've got ink on your face, you need to take a moment to wipe it off before you can do anything else, or you have a little bit more difficulty with actions that rely on sight. Everyone else, you manage to just sort of scrape and dodge. You get a little bit of goo on you, and it's a little bit gross, but you can still see fine, you can still move fine. You are now in a showdown with the final boss of Jungle Jam 2, Squidlord Supreme. He is going to be attempting to fire the ink initiator throughout this fight, in addition to fighting out you guys. There are a couple things you can do. You can try and fight the Squidlord however you want, or you can try and stop the initiator however you see fit. So with that in mind, the fight begins. Who's got an action they would like to take?
I'll quickly have put together the dots as well about the corks, and I will basically use the teleporting thing from my sword that I mentioned before to just zip to the first one, probably behind him or whatever it is if it's a circular room, and I'll try to just cut through space-time, get there real quick, and just jam that thing down.
Yeah.
Sick.
Don't even have to make a check for it. I'm gonna say you just succeed on that. You can do one cork, no problem.
Nice.
One.
Yeah.
Please make more cork tube sounds into the microphone. Awesome. I'm gonna love editing this episode.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it's too fun.
You
What are we
have
talking about?
That's
that
Steve.
is
I think
one.
we just won or something, right?
One of the 6 initiator ports is plugged, and you have 3
Nice.
corks remaining. You do have to leave that cork in that tube.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
Does anyone else?
Wait, there's 6 of them and we only
Nice.
have 4 corks?
Yes.
We missed a few bonus levels.
Oh, shit.
I knew we should have eaten that gummy bear.
Does anyone else have an action they'd like to take?
I wanna hit the guy with my thing.
Hell yeah.
That's what I do. I'll dribble my yo-yo ball a couple of times, and then I want to do a quick shot to the guy's stomach.
Hell
but I only
yeah.
roll a 3, so I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Not quite. You go to dribble the yo-yo, and you kind of like trip over the string of it a little bit, and you just sort of like wipe out for a brief moment. Apparently the Whamamol's cheer was not enough to push you through all the way, and that is going to be a failure. Squidlord is still standing strong, tapping away on the buttons on his console as you stare him down. Does anyone else have an action they want to take?
Could I, remembering some of the video games I've seen, I'm thinking maybe if we take out his individual tentacles, that will be bad for him. So what I would like to do is specifically target one of them and then just do one of my tasty power chord situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll
sick.
for that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna skateboard over to like the far right tentacle on the console and just be like, okay. All right, let's see. Oh my god, I fully missed my dice tray. Sorry. It's almost like I've got sunglasses and bangs in my eyes and can't see right now. It landed on other dice, but it is flat and it's a 4. So
Yeah, that's a success. Describe for me how you leap over there and what it looks like when you play a riff to just cleanly off one of these tentacles.
yeah, I think what it actually is I do another one of my little like bounce, like double jump, impulse rig things, and while I'm in the air over the tentacle, I just kind of I think the way that the power chord punch thing happens again, but this time it's doing like a karate chop hand.
Yes!
So it just like whoop, like slices the tentacle at the halfway point. And then I think maybe I land on the console on my skateboard.
Yeah, you try to land on the console. It wasn't a perfect success, so you sort of like bounce off of it, and it takes you a second to recover from it before you can kind of loop
Sure
around
thing.
and attack right again. But yeah, you have to take the tentacle off it, like rise on the ground. Squidlord goes like, "Arr!" He's like, ah, my God, screaming. And you've taken out one of the tentacles, and you see that he's unable to smack the buttons for one of the tubes with that tentacle anymore because you have removed it. So one of the tubes is also out of place. So you've got 4
Okay.
active ink tubes on the initializer as Squidlord rears up.
Okay.
3 of you having gone, he's gonna tentacle slam down towards let me say Sleater.
I'm the only one who
Unfortunately,
has
you are
injured him so
injured. Uh,
But I'm the only one who's heard him
It makes
so far.
sense.
he's going for the
Yeah,
easy
but I'm
target.
easy pickings.
Yeah,
No.
Slater,
Yeah.
if I could get you to roll just to kind of like dodge out of the way.
Yes.
The AI isn't that advanced. It just kind of has a set.
I'm so used to
a set
Austin
move
being
pattern.
like, which of these guys has pissed me off the most in the last 6 seconds?
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
No!
Yeah. I know.
Oh my God! Hold on. There's nothing to do here. No.
Will you allow me to combo a couple things that I have?
What are you trying to do?
So I would like to take that hit instead. Now I have 2 traits. One of them is patient. When you reveal how you've been waiting to act, get plus 1d6 or use a kick. And I also have my 3rd trait, which has never come up. Sacrifice your body. Take a
Yo.
slam to get plus 2d6 to your action. The slam can't be noped or avoided in any way. You gotta actually take it, kid. So
Yeah,
this is what I'm here for.
I will absolutely allow that. Ross, please describe for me how you, what goes through your head as you go to take this hit for Slater, and how do you do it?
I think it is I'm sort of like I'm in that flow state of like gaming. Yes, I understand now. I see the code. And it's like I just took out the tentacle. This is going great. Okay, it's gonna attack over there. Okay, I know exactly what to do in this situation. Like Ross necessarily hasn't been waiting for this. I, the player, have been waiting for this. I have had this trait sitting on my character sheet for 2 hours. So it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna. What I want to do is like skateboard in the way and try and use It's not what the impulse rig is for. There is a mod that lets you make a shield. I didn't take it. So what I want to just do instead is sort of try and cancel the hit with a hit of my own and potentially take a slam in the process, which means I assume I will just get blasted back by whatever explosion results.
Yeah, you slide around, you slide over. Slater, over top of you, you see Ross hit this flip and just go to smack back as a sick guitar riff echoes faintly in the background, whatever your go-to musical sting is.
Yes. I have to roll 4d6 now.
Yes, please do.
Yes. Okay.
Do good.
All right. It's 2 4s, 3 and a 1. So
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you managed to deflect the hit. Slater is completely missed as she tries to pop back up to standing, but Ross, you are also smacked backwards in the process. And you kind of slam into the wall for a second, and when you come to, you're a bit dizzy, so I would have you mark dizzy under your slam.
Yep.
So, well, if you try to do something with precision aiming, it might be a little bit more difficult going forward.
Ross, no!
It's chill. I'm a bear.
That's right, you are.
Awesome. Well, that was the Squid Lord. Does anyone else have an action they'd like to take? There are still 4 untapped tubes, and the Squid Lord is standing up, hacking and beeping booping.
I don't have anything fancy. I was just probably gonna run up and try and cork one of the
Cork
the
it.
tubes.
Cork.
Yeah, sucker.
Cork it.
Yeah.
Cork
Yes.
it.
How
cork
do
in
you?
it. He's
I'm gonna say
done.
that the tubes are all around the room around Squidlord. So Dez had a way to get to them pretty much uninterrupted. How are you getting to the tube?
Can I try and read the attack pattern that the Squid Lord is doing and just dodge the attacks based on that?
Absolutely, you can do that. Can you roll
Okay.
for me just to see if you can see that pattern?
Okay.
He's like starting to believe.
That was a 4.
Yeah, it takes you a second. You know, it's the time you get a little distracted when Slater goes down, and then there's that smack, that slam on Ross. But you're able to figure out the pattern, and you're able to just kind of like run and duck, and you do that like slide movement on the ground to get under one of the tentacles just as they rise, and then you actually pull off a double jump, which is
Nice.
not a thing you knew you could do, but you double jump your way over a second tentacle. And
You do this the whole time?
raise,
I know, right?
raise the cork over your head and slam it down into the tube. That is 3 tubes taken off the table. The initializer is much
Nice.
less effective. Squidlord lets out a roar of frustration once again. You're getting in the way of his goo, you guys.
How dare we?
How dare we?
That's another success. Does anyone have another action they'd like to take?
Yeah. DLC realizes that we only have 4 corks and there's 6 tubes. Is there a way Well, first of all, how do I get the ink out of my eyes? Is that going to cost like my full turn in order to do so?
You could just wipe a hand across your face. Yeah.
He'll take the time to do that first and foremost, and then he's going to touch his jacket once again. And this time he will attempt to... hold on, let me do this correctly. I can manifest useful hard light ornaments, and it has a couple examples. Can I manifest a cork?
Yeah.
Additional cork here.
Absolutely, you can. I'm gonna say you can manifest the cork, but because you have to take the time to wipe the ink out of your face, you have to hold on to it until go around, let one or two people get some moves in, and then you can come back around to do the action to put the cork in a tube. But that is awesome, and I love that. And you do not have to roll. You have a cork now. You have a 1 gallon bucket-sized cork. It's what is DLC's favorite color?
Red.
It's like a red spectral 1 gallon cork.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
All right, guys, another cork.
Nice.
Sick.
Nice.
Sick. Awesome.
I think that's everything accounted for then, because we were down to
Cut off a
Ross
tentacle.
disabled one with the tentacle,
Yeah.
and then with the extra spectral one, that should be.
We just need to get them in place, which
We
might
just
be
need to
the
get them
hard
in.
part. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Speaking
yeah.
of, Squidlord is going to attack once more. This time he's going to spin around, his remaining 5 tentacles whirring around him. If I could get
Classic.
everyone to roll to dodge the spin attack.
He slammed me into a
Classic
wall. Am I
Squid.
out of range?
No.
Okay.
He's
Yes.
roughly the size of the boss
6.
arena.
Okay, yeah.
5 for me.
Nice, nice,
6.
nice.
Also a 5.
Nice.
Okay.
We're starting to.
Oh no.
As he spins around, the spin animation goes, Ross goes, whoop, ducks, Sleater, whoop, ducks, DLC, whoop, ducks, Des, whoop, ducks, Hot Rod, smacks in the face, and you just go flying to the other side of the arena away from the tube.
What's everyone ducking for?
Because
I'm
it
a
is
swan.
because it,
Yeah, no,
very
he's a swan.
yeah, because it was a 6. Des doesn't duck. Des does what Freddie Wong did to Daigo the Beast in that fighting game tournament of Street Fighter 3. I think that's right. I'm getting my characters' names or my players' names right. But actively time blocking something that should be impossible
yeah.
to
Like
block,
15 times
but
in a
just
row.
knowing that.
That's great. That's fantastic.
You're like barely
Incredible.
moving, and
Yeah.
yet nothing is hitting you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, but with that attack, Hot Rod, you are knocked down. I'm gonna say you also have the dizzy slam from that, and go ahead and mark a trouble. But otherwise,
Cool Kids
the
Club.
round resumes. Squidlord has made his attack. What would anyone like to do?
I'll distract him with
Yeah.
punching and attacks. You guys get the corks into place.
Hell yeah. Sleater, roll to see how distracting you are.
And I'm gonna use my show off to yell, look at me again, to try to get his attention as much as possible.
Hell yeah.
There's no one I trust more to be loud and distracting.
Thank you.
Aw.
Anytime.
I rolled a 3 and a 6.
The 6 is a success.
Awesome.
Slater, describe for me how you distract. What's it look like?
What I want to do is use this yo-yo ball and spin it around a bunch and pretend like I'm juggling it, but it is just the one. I'm gonna spin it so quickly it looks like I'm juggling.
using the what is it? The stretch or the what's it called in animation when they do that? They swipe the frames.
Squash and
Squash and
Smear
stretch.
frame.
Yeah.
Smear frame.
So you're using the
Yeah.
smear
Smear
frame to
frame.
make it look in this game like you are juggling it perfectly. And I'm gonna say that you are so successfully distracting that it gives DLC an opening to go pop that cork into a tube. So DLC, would you like to pop a cork into a
Hell.
tube? No roll required.
Pop that
Yeah.
cork.
No roll? Okay, yeah.
So 3 are in now?
You have
Two.
4 tubes accounted for, 3 corks in a
3
tube.
corks
and
in,
you've
and I've still got my cork.
knocked a tentacle off of the bad man, and Squidlord simply can't comprehend that tentacles could go to multiple buttons.
So we have So we have 2 ports left, but we have 2 corks on our party.
Yes.
Yes.
I would like to spend a turbo, if at all possible.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
use a secondary ability, a mod that I do not have. This is called the Subdimensional Edge. You can roll to temporarily slice entire dimensions off a target, turning a 3D object 2D, removing someone from the time stream. And I would like
Crazy item.
to try to attack.
What is this? That's wild.
Interesting. And you're attacking
That's so
Squid
good.
Lord? Or
Squid Lord, because
yeah.
then if he's gone for, it says like take him out for like a minute. It's almost like banish, I think, is really kind
Okay,
of
yeah,
what,
yeah.
what it's coded as.
Can you banish? I don't see why you couldn't banish a digital guy from this world.
Because
I'm
that example
turning
is you're slicing the time dimension off him, right? So isn't he basically just
Yeah, he's
paused?
kind of
It
just
could
pausing.
be. We could play it like that too.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
if that's too powerful, Sophia, then we can. If it could be like a 6 or nothing. Like there's something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you absolutely can try this. You need a 5 or a 6. I'm just gonna make it a little bit more difficult than it would be.
Sure. And now I'm out of turbo. Nope. Wow.
Aw.
I try. I power it up.
That was a great idea.
It's
though.
I
really
power up the
cool.
sword.
My final secret technique.
Yeah, and
Passed
it
down for
does.
generations.
And it looks super cool. Build up of like 10 seconds, and it goes, and maybe Squid Lord just smacks, like my sword's up, and he just side smacks me across
Yeah,
the room. And I'm
like
just
Indiana
"Ugh."
Jones bringing a gun to a knife fight. He
Yes.
sees you gearing up and just is like,
Yeah.
the CPU knows to smack. But extremely cool. I'm not gonna make you mark a trouble for that. But I'm gonna ask you to mark the slam condition dizzy just as you get smacked
You
out of the
got
way. So incredibly cool. I love that idea.
Yes.
We've all got the stars going right
Yeah.
now. I have one of the quirks on me, I think. I can just try and
Do
impulse
individual
rig
people...
grappling
I'm
hook
going to
my
say
way
for
so
the
I can
sake
just, like,
of not
scoot.
having to do inventory management in this video game, all of you share a hammer space you can pull the corks from.
Okay.
So anyone can have
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
With the
Cool,
exception
cool,
of
cool.
DLC's self-created cork, but he already
Yes.
punked something
Good,
with that,
yes.
so we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I can just feels weird to be doing above the table tactical discussion in this game, but like, do we want me to be loud and distracting, or do we want me to try and like impulse rig grappling hook my way over to one of the pipes and
Nah,
just
get
stick
that
a
cork
fork
in.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Grapple hook.
I will try to
Yeah.
impulse rig grappling hook.
Work all day.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so is this just... It just says roll to launch yourself. So is this 1d6 or is this...
It would be 1d6 to use the grappling hook. Basically, you're rolling to see if you can use it. And I'm not...
Okay.
I'm not going to make you roll to see if you can put cork into tube, but you do have to
Yeah,
get up there.
yeah. I will say, because my Gravity Blaster is my guitar, if I fuck this up, I can probably take a trouble to say I succeed instead, because it's my absolute shredding.
Yeah,
practice.
that's what you're using.
But that's up to the DM.
Let's see how the roll goes.
Oh, wait, I rolled a 5, so I think we're fine.
You're good. That's a
Hey.
success.
Yes.
Describe
Yeah.
for me how you use your guitar as a grappling hook and what it looks like as Ross swings over to another tube.
Yeah, so I think I'm still a little bit like bell rung from hitting the wall, so I'm just sort of like ooh, and I'm like sitting on my skateboard and I'm like, okay, take me away. And I just I do like a really simple chord and it like shoots out like a music note attached on like a thread of energy, and it wraps around one of the tubes and just pulls me forward like sitting on the skateboard like a scooter in middle school gym class. And I'm just like, this is actually way more relaxing than the normal way to ride a skateboard.
Yeah, you succeed, but I will say that you are just distracting enough that it pulls Squid Lord's attention away from Sleater for just a moment, and he's going to rear up to try and squirt you all with ink again. So if I could get a round of rolls. And for anyone who is currently marked as dizzy, you need a 5 or a 6. A 4 will not do it. It's a little bit harder for you to
Cheers to
dodge
that.
as you go.
Oh my god.
Can I...
What's happening to you, bud?
I got
6.
again. I got inked again.
I got a 1. I also got inked again.
Ross and DLC
I got a
are
3, I got
inked.
inked.
Slater is inked. Hot Rod, what?
Oh my goodness. Can I do a thing? So I have a trait, Technobabble. Twice per run, explain something technical with jargon or a fun metaphor for one style and 1d6 to a roll. And it's like, and so I'm looking at the spinning tentacles, and I'm like, all right, the RPM of the tentacles means that I have to wait X amount of minutes before I can jump, and I have to jump at this altitude and I have to use X amount of force to get Y amount of height, yada yada.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing trigonometry.
Yeah.
But I got the cork in, right? Before I got
You
inked? Okay.
What'd you
Got
get?
a 1 and a 2.
No!
That's actually far funny, because like, you
way
already got
funnier.
slapped last time, and you're like, I won't be distracted. I'm doing the math. I can see the equations.
I'm so busy doing the math in my head that I just get.
Yeah, you're not paying attention to what
perfectly hot
actually
rod
is
shaped
happening in front of
silhouette.
you, and you get inked as well. I think the only person who didn't get inked was Dez. Dez, how do you
Again, got a 6. So I'm combo blocking on the ground. I'm like, you just gotta vibe with it, dude.
Flow state, flow state, flow
Yeah,
state.
Steve emerges from your pocket and like creates a little bit of a sugar glider shield at 1.2 for the little bit that you were just about to get hit with. Yeah, everyone else, you have ink on your face. You need to take a moment to wipe it before any action, so you would not be able to plug a tube and get over to a tube in the same action, but you can, combo things up with other players if you were so inclined. Except for Dez, who is free and clear as he has avoided the ink.
And I think we only have one cork left, right?
You only have one cork left.
Or one tentacle.
Or you could attack Squidlord up to you. Squidlord is in the middle of the room getting angrier and angrier with each tube plug. He's like, oh no, my goo! Over and over again. But it's sounding more and
That's
more.
his catchphrase.
Yeah. Oh no, my goo.
Oh no, my
Oh
goo.
no, my goo!
Squidlord was considered a serious step down from the lizard wizard of last game in terms of final bosses. In the greater lore of the Jungle Jam universe, he's pretty maligned in terms of villains, but
He's a real King Krol.
yeah, very, very
I'll
much
say-
so.
What's gonna happen though is in the 90s we're gonna get an edgy reboot and he's gonna be reimagined as like this dead serious like space emperor type that everyone's gonna be like, wow. I mean, I'm telling you, like, listen, nobody liked the edgy 90s remake, but when they put him in that armor set and he was actually frightening, it was really like gave me nightmares for weeks as a kid.
Hashtag Squidlord Supreme was right.
But he's like Squidlord X in the 90s.
Oh, God.
Because yeah.
Yes, well, you guys you're right. You have one more success you need against Squidlord to defeat this final boss. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do, or are there any combos anyone would like to do as a team to try and bring this guy down? You could all work together. It's possible.
I think
that
we
you could
should.
chain for this last hit.
That would be pretty cool.
Ooh, that would be the coolest dramatic finish.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, we did a bunch of combos on our way up. We could maybe repurpose one of those. Combine
I feel like
some of them.
Here's what I'm thinking is because Dez is the only one of us who's not inked. Maybe like we all like pour our powers into his sword. And then, like,
You could form
I don't know, man.
Every animal avatar.
I just like I hit a power chord and it hits your sword, and now whenever you swing it, it leaves like musical bars in the air behind it, and it's like, does it do
I'm
anything? I don't
picturing
know.
in some Power Rangers shows, they'll all like stand next to each other and like combine all their weapons into one really big blaster. Do you guys want to try and
Yes.
put all of your like ray guns together?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mine's my real guitar, guys.
Sophia, yeah?
I need this.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna make this is not necessarily rules as written. We're gonna make this a group roll. You need to all everyone roll a d6. Most successes, doesn't matter what number, but just if the majority roll successes, this will succeed.
Got you.
You all gather around in a group, Des kind of guiding the others as they are wiping ink from their faces, and everyone gets out their respective ray gun equivalents, and you're gonna form up into this pyramid of power in which to smite Squidlord. And go ahead and roll. And if anyone has ways they want to juice this, feel free to throw those in as well.
I'm just giving myself a boost from attitude.
I rolled a 4. That's a success.
I rolled a
4.
6.
Success?
Clutch.
Nice.
Okay.
I also rolled a 6.
5.
Hell yeah.
Did we all succeed?
Whamimals, please tell me how you obliterate Squidlord. What does your ultimate attack look like?
What is everyone's ray gun again? What is everyone's thing?
Ball
Ball.
on string.
Electric guitar.
Electric guitar.
I never actually used mine, but I take out 2 of my pens from my pocket protector, and they become like Eskrima sticks.
Yo!
Oh, damn.
All right.
Yeah.
I feel like we have
And
to
then
power
DLC.
it all up into
DLC doesn't have a blaster. I said instead I have 2 mods for my jacket. One of them blinds, the
Right.
other one summons spectral construct.
So what I'm hearing is you
Okay,
guys
so
could build
you
a
need to
rail
summon a
gun.
spectral construct that's a really big blaster, and we all
We
like
all plug our stuff
I
into
think,
it.
I think literally like I plug my guitar into the amp on the skateboard, and then I plug the amp on the skateboard into the jacket, and I'm like, this works probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My on the ray gun, the hard light, however it's all put together, the sword can be the trigger that we all have to like pull back.
Yeah.
Like,
And And the Eskrima sticks get like stuck into
Yeah.
the top at weird
It's
angles,
the
and like
sights.
lightning crackles
Yep.
between them.
Outstanding. Sleater, could I get one final cheer from you of your earlier war cry?
Yeah. Here's Whammy!
Yeah.
Hey.
Here's
Righteous.
Whammy! Your blaster fires. It hits Squidlord straight in his squiddy middle, and he goes right through his console table,
His
and
squiddle,
Squidlord plugs the final tube. The ink
Hell
initiator
yeah.
It's way
starts
more fun than putting the cork in it.
exploding and leaking ink everywhere, and as the whole screen starts to fade to this black as the ink dips down, you all find yourselves, whoa, falling and falling and falling through digital space, when suddenly you come to, hands on the joystick outside of the cabinet, back at Glitch Pitch the arcade. You have escaped from Jungle Jam 2.
What's the subtitle of the game?
Jungle Jam 2 Electric Zoogaloo.
Electric Zoogaloo.
Yes.
You said it every other time. I just wanted to make sure we
Yes.
weren't dropping
Yeah.
it right
You
there.
gotta say the whole word.
It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Jungle Jam X.
Yes.
And Jungle Jam Remastered.
When they go to space.
And then Jungle Jam Revelations.
Jungle Jam, the new class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Jungle
humans
Jam
in
Return
Jungle
to the
Jam
Jungle.
Revelations, and everyone's just fine with it, and then they go away in the next game, so nobody liked that one.
Yeah.
Jungle Jam, Secret of the Ink.
Yep.
Congratulations, my terrible teens. You've successfully escaped the game. Tubular, terrible. I guess I'm using terrible like
Tubular.
bad, like it's slang.
Yeah, and this is the 80s, so bad is
Yeah,
good.
Bad is
exactly.
good.
Bad is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go around the table and ask how everyone is feeling having escaped from the game before we kind of see where we all go. The Whamimals having completed their first adventure. Ross, we'll start with you once again. How's Ross feeling now that she's back in the real world?
Ross takes off her sunglasses, revealing some of the largest sparkly anime eyes you've ever seen. She's just like, this is really fun. You guys are very cool. And just puts them back. Because I think, like, is there any ink still left on us, like, now that we're back in our human bodies, or have we escaped unscathed?
Anyone who got inked does have ink on their clothes still a little bit.
So she's cleaning the ink off the sunglasses.
All right.
And then puts it back on.
So we're 4 ink-covered teens
Yeah.
and Des.
And then Des.
Yeah.
Well,
To be fair, how I'm dressed, I'm kind of looking that way already. So.
Pre-slime.
Sleater, how are you feeling?
Slater, as the weight of all of the nachos and smoothies and soda and gummy bears that she was continually eating in the game suddenly hit her human form. She's like,
Ooh, I'm going to use one last thing for this.
Yeah.
I have a thing called Lucky. Once per run, dumb luck helps you. And you can do it, but tree falls on a monster, whatever. But one of them is give someone the perfect gift. And I give you either Tums or Pepto-Bismol or whatever stomach medicine.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
a pep talk and a Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah.
That's
There we go.
totally right.
Amazing.
I also pick up my abandoned soda that was just
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's gone flat. That's okay. Without the
DLC,
counts.
you're up next. How you feeling?
DLC is kind of is relieved that made it back to the arcade. He takes a good look at everybody. He's just like, I've seen y'all around before, and I never really talked to y'all, but y'all some cool cats.
Aw.
Don't be
Any of
afraid to
us
say
cats?
None of you are cats at this point.
hi. And you see him, he like mysteriously just shuffles to the back of the arcade.
Ooh.
Oh, see, does that guy live at the arcade?
I think his dad owns the place. He said something about his old man early on, but it didn't feel sensible to ask about it when all the other stuff was happening. But
No.
Wow, arcade royalty.
Yeah, we didn't even know.
why have we even been paying quarters? We could just ask him.
Yeah.
Des, how are you feeling?
Still pretty hungry, man. Like, are we like...
that teen metabolism?
Yeah,
I could
can we gotta all go to the snack bar. Is the snack bar open? It's called General Snack Bar.
Yeah, are we here after hours? Was this place? Did we like come back at the same time we left, or has it been like hours?
I'm gonna, as we hear from Hot Rod, and then we'll tie a nice little bow around where our teens might go to and how long they've been gone. But Hot Rod, how are you feeling as the group starts to disperse for snacks?
Well, before, if you'll permit this DLC, before DLC slinks away, Hot Rod will say, well, that was actually a really fun time, and if you guys ever want to arcade again, or need someone to need a player two, so to speak, and he'll like reach into his pocket and pull out a few business cards. My mom made these for me, and he like passes them around, and it says Rodney Hot Rod Gallop, and then the house landline, because no one has cell phones in this day and age.
Your mom
Noir,
sounds
I
really
mean
cool.
this in the most respectful way possible. You make me wish I had played a bully.
You know what? I set myself up, and you guys just ended up being very nice. So
I know, and now I regret it.
Well, regrets at attitude aside, all of our teens out of the game, feeling better, having made some new friends along the way. You find that if you were able to have a sense of time in this timeless environment that is the hallowed halls of the arcade, none has passed. It seems that this was a sort of instantaneous adventure for you. And so the snack bar remains open, and you guys are able to get some very real, non-digital, sadly not rotating anymore, nachos. As the whole group goes, sits
Spin
down,
it in a circle to get the
remembering
to
what you
replicate
once
the
had.
experience.
Sleater, I will ask you before we close out here, are these nachos better or worse than what you had in the game?
Better, way better. Saltier, hotter. They're not digital. In every way better. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and on that
Pixels
note,
had a really weird texture.
the Whammimals munch and crunch
Whammimals.
and continue to hang out at the arcade, the first of many adventures to come. And that is our adventure. Thank you guys so much for playing along and for joining. Thank you to my tubular teens.
Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you for running
Yeah,
this.
this was
This was
Sophia.
awesome.
This was
a lot of fun.
awesome.
So fun. This was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed Slugblaster. I hope the audience enjoyed our foray into this new system, as well as all of the antics that we got up to. As mentioned at the top of the show, Rolling with Difficulty's main campaign hunting party will return this January. Stay tuned for one more one-shot in the interim. And be sure to check out the very cool shows and internet presences of our respective guests as well. But in the meantime, thanks for listening. I think the only appropriate way to end this podcast is with one final group cheer. So if I could get all hands in.
Yes.
Yeah.
3, 2,
It's like playing chicken for who cracks first and like does the second word.